It's gonna go so well. I'll just turn this on.
I'm gonna say now, DM, before you make the race, I do not want a human form.
Yeah.
Just the wolf.
I want to just be this giant winter wolf that can cast magic as a wizard.
You know,
I will not be the pet anymore. Yay!
I'll be the literal familiar because I'll just be a wolf.
Why
You guys
not?
around.
why not?
You know, I'm slowly moving up the ranks in the party of not being a familiar or a pet.
No, see, now
they're
you'll
gonna
be the
think-
main. You'll be the protagonist.
No,
Oh
they're
my
gonna
God.
think when I become the wolf that you're gonna be the familiar of one of them, and I'm the familiar of one of the other party members. That's all.
There's
It's
also
gonna change.
Goji though.
Yeah, but Coach just looks like a lizard man.
That's true, but he's
People
He's
just think he's
special.
dumb, which he is. What I mean.
You know, maybe.
maybe.
Goshi could be smart. You don't know.
He's told me he has a 6.
I mean, he may be smart for his age.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's smart for his race, but he still has a 6.
Actually, he's really dumb for his race.
Okay.
There's a lizard been known to be smart.
Oh, they're usually above average intelligence. Because they're more
so like
cunning
12.
and conniving than physically built.
The Goji is not that.
No, you notice he's very physically built? Guess where the sacrifice came from?
He got more muscles on the costume.
He lost one muscle in particular.
I mean, that extra muscle mass went to his arm.
Yeah. Not very coordinated though.
No, I mean, that's the cost of having bigger muscles.
God damn it.
It's okay. We'll be fine.
Will we, though?
Hopefully.
Yes.
I mean, that's fair. We have two... Wait, why do we have two concurrent viewers?
I'm not watching.
Neither am I.
Maybe Cook's
Wait.
on... Oh, maybe Cook's watching from his car. Yeah, if you guys are... For those watching, we're just doing pre-show. This is just us chilling and talking, because one of our players is on his way home still, and the other... Well, actually, technically, both of them are on their way home still.
They're both are.
Oh, no, it's Caleb. Well, one is
Oh.
Caleb. Yo, Caleb.
Well,
Goji
that makes
pushed
sense, yeah.
limits of storing his heat. Yeah.
Oh, did you hear all the things I said about Goji?
I don't know if we
No, I
are
didn't
streaming
hear-
the whole thing. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm going to persuade the ground to cause an earthquake to kill the army. I have a plus 12.
I think you can do it.
God damn it.
You should threaten it actually instead.
Threaten the ground.
Threaten the ground to
intimidation-
you will punch
my
it if she doesn't do what you
intimidation,
want.
Fun fact, is lower than my persuasion.
Gods.
I am better at convincing people than I am at telling them to do things.
Oh,
Why?
man.
It's just because you don't have like. I don't know. I don't know why you don't.
Oh, the irony. Oh, man. God damn it.
Look,
Well, because I didn't think roaring at people in the middle of a town would be a good idea most of the time.
I'm very good at intimidating people. I'm very intimidating.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And what's your plus?
It's a plus -1, okay?
Oh, that's fine.
It's very good. See here, look, ready? Take this. That's a 5. I've been deceived.
What's going on?
I rolled a 5 intimidation.
Get those bad rolls out now.
Yeah.
His brain was microwaved. Oh, yes. Sorry, I had someone just cancel their plans with me tonight, so that's what I was distracted about. God damn it.
Well, that's not a very good roll.
I had 4 days worth of plans all set up. So far, the only thing that has come through is this D&D session.
Yeah.
And I'm not even... man. I had 2 dates planned this week, or this weekend, and I had D&D, as well as was going to originally do a one-shot tomorrow, but now I'm not going to be able to because people canceled. he's just like, fuck me, man. My plans went to shit in a handbag. I even tried on like Saturday or Sunday to see if Wolf wanted to go grab food to go hang out with people, and getting the same thing turned down. No, it just wasn't my weekend.
Some days just like that.
Well, I'm just gonna go probably take an edible tonight and play through fucking Arceus, and maybe I'll grab my laptop out and just call or jump and call and hang out with Justin. Because if I can rely on one thing, is that my social life will never truly compare to the lack that Chaston has.
Hello.
So
Always be here
I
waiting.
take this as a compliment.
hey, that's however you want to take it, my man.
He'll be
No.
here waiting.
Yeah, no, cause that's what I'm probably gonna do is just pop on edible and just go out. Cause like legitimately, I had a date planned tonight, and I was like, okay, I wasn't sure if I was gonna have it for D&D during D&D, and I was like, okay, you know, I was gonna tell them just that I'd have to wait, or we'd cancel session if it was ahead of time enough times. Oh, someone was typing.
Where?
Was that you, Cheston, typing?
Yeah, I came to a realization.
What's up?
Our party is just Team Ruby.
Yes. Great.
Because
I don't.
Because
Ruby is
Daka,
just-
Daka is definitely Weiss.
I don't know their team. Ruby.
I actually wrote Bastion as Weiss.
That's fair.
Because they both have the stuck up and don't like certain groups thing from the early season.
So there used to be a really famous studio called Rooster Teeth, Grumpy. Way back before the LGBTQ plus community movement, which completely apparently ruined that company. But before that, they used to be really famous, and they had a really popular series called Red vs. Blue, which is the Halo series of two teams of Halo players killing each other. They'd eventually make an anime called Ruby, which is it's called RWBY, and it follows a teenage girl in a world where monsters run around killing people, and she's going to school to learn how to basically hunt these monsters, and they get assigned to a team, and you follow the team's shenanigans. That's Ruby. You can probably
That
still
GIF I
watch it.
sent.
Huh?
That GIF I sent is from Ruby.
Yeah, you could probably find it on YouTube or on Rooster Teeth's website at this point.
I mean, it was originally a thing just kind of posted on YouTube.
Did you send me something? Oh, that GIF. Oh, that's Team Ruby. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the anime. That's
That's the series. That's Blake and Penny.
So who is who in that? If we are Team Ruby.
Oh, so you're Blake.
Mm,
So you're the black-haired girl right there.
Let me see if I can get
okay.
I feel like I can't really contend with Sieko as just Yang. Really angry punching things.
There you go.
And Daka's way.
Yeah, if you follow Crunchyroll, or before they went full premium, they were actually releasing a new version or an updated animation of the original version. Also because of the fact that Crunchyroll and Rooster Teeth are owned by the same company, so they're trying to do anything to save that company. But ever since a lot of allegations came out, and then them firing and cutting like all the good talent from Achievement Hunter, people just stopped. They kind of fell off. So
I was about to say, there's only 4 there. Where's Goji?
Oh, I mean, Hunter's also not on the team because the Hunter does not fit Ruby at all.
Goji's
only-
the little dog Ein that we don't get to see. The little
Yeah, it's Zwei.
yeah.
He's the little corgi. No,
I'm not even on the team. No, you're in there, Caleb. Don't worry.
You're somewhere there.
Zwei is the mascot of the team. We've seen it before. Ruby just carries this dog around sometimes.
And then, which one of those is Sieko?
The blonde chick.
Oh, okay.
She has anger issues and really likes punching things.
God
Oh,
damn it.
okay.
True. Here, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go answer something.
Okay. And Bastion is...
The white-haired chick.
Okay.
She is an heiress of a company who, at the beginning, was very racist towards Faunus, who are the Animoid people, and I feel like it really fits this thing with tieflings.
Yeah. And you said Daka's not on the team?
No, because I don't. That's right, Daka. Daka and Goji are similar. I have to let me look at the Ruby characters. I have to differentiate. You know what? No, I figured it out. Caleb, you 100% Arzaway. Fucking Daka is 100% Nora Valkyrie.
That's Sika right there?
No,
No.
that's Daka.
Oh, okay.
She's not very smart, but thinks she's very smart, and she really likes breaking things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of checks out.
Yeah, she uses a hammer that turns into a grenade launcher.
Yeah. Okay.
Very
Yeah. Very, very Daka-like, because I'm sure you'll
Very
do that
Daka-like.
eventually.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey,
Ugh.
we have settled that Daka is Nora.
Accurate. Food, fighting, secretly has a crush on Goji.
Explosions, yeah. Well, with the dog?
Yes.
Goji's the dog.
Don't worry about it. Could I join the chat then Liam when name starts? I don't care. Yeah. As long as you keep yourself on mute, yeah, because I don't want to have you have any voices going off. But yeah, that's fun. Man, fucking god damn it.
Sunday Party's the second year team that we never did anything with. The fucking Coco and Yatsuhashi and all them.
Fair.
I mean, the Pebble is Yatsuhashi.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. I don't think Sigrun is a character on that team that fits her though.
That's fair. I don't know. God damn it. No, we'll see. Oh my, Robert really is late. Jesus, he wasn't kidding.
Lost track of time, I guess. Get too engrossed in the football game.
I'm assuming when he joined the call, he was just leaving because he lost track of time.
Yeah. I mean, oh, I don't know why I try with these 4-hour sessions. God, fuck. If I had done normal at the very least, well, I know we wouldn't have had session yesterday. Too many people canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Poor timing.
It just really is.
So, I'm going to use my action. I'm going to get a CR16 Iron Golem to follow me around. It'll be great.
Did you already do your action, or is that going to be your action now?
No, the only person that's done their action is Hunter.
Oh, what do you do? Or do you not?
He did a history thing because either me or him had to do a history roll for what we were trying to do, and his history was a lot better than Pebble's. Shocker, right?
Yeah.
So he did the history roll. Rolled 2 nat 2s, and then had to use a lucky.
Damn.
And then he got a nat 20.
Okay. That's a big turnaround right there.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting to see how today's session goes, though.
I had asked for a CR5 Golem. DM said no, but offered me a CR16 Golem instead, so I'm okay with it.
Okay. That's strange, but okay.
Strange offer, I know, but I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Totally not cursed anyway or anything.
No.
No, it's just a Golem. They're made to order. I mean, we are paying full price for one Grumpy.
Okay. Did you get a soul put in it?
No, I don't want a stolen one.
Okay.
Because I have a rod that they can't resist if they don't have a soul from the control rod, so I'd have a thing that I don't have to worry about it doing anything.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So the goal is just to have it set to this little rod that I carry around.
Nice.
And finally, the Pebble will have a true friend that will never leave him.
Oh, Is Papa okay?
No. He
He's
went to wander the
depressed.
world and then realized the country he was born into and the country he was raised by are both dead.
And then he got beat up by a blind guy.
Yeah.
Not looking good for this guy, honestly.
Pebble hasn't had a great time.
And now he's like stuck in war right now.
Well, he loves that. He likes fighting.
Oh, okay.
He loves that he's at war.
He's also a great translator.
Apparently. He knows a lot of languages.
You should teach him more languages.
He's the legendary non-magical translator. He doesn't need magic to learn. What does he know? Yeah, Common, Draconic, Giant, Infernal, Lockston, Orc. He learned a lot of lesser-known languages.
Learn more. Hey, what's up, Robert?
So,
Welcome. You ready to go to war?
oh yeah,
You ready to use me as a living cannonball?
I already fought through the frozen tundra to get here.
Yeah, how are the roads? Is
They
it bad
suck.
or
Yeah. Like they're definitely better, obviously, but
Yeah. Should clear up like by tomorrow or something, or at least later in the week so it'll warm up again.
yeah, it gets back into the 50s later this week.
What
So
team were you
technically,
on?
we are unknowingly making an alliance with the elves here because we're killing their rival army right in front of them.
It's not mutual. Like we're probably gonna hurt them too.
It depends on how well injured we are after this fight.
That's true.
If we're 200, I feel like we're just gonna fly away.
They're gonna be so weirded out because the DM said they consider us reinforcements.
Yeah, they think we're reinforcements. But if we kill an entire army and then leave, I feel like we did our job.
Yeah, but they're gonna be really confused. Like, wait, why are they just leaving?
Who were
Goodbye.
those guys?
Look, we'll get into this. We're not gonna kill the whole army. Some are gonna get away, no matter what we do.
Well, also if we leave the elves alive, they'll know who we are, kind of.
Well, they're not gonna be close enough to see us. I don't think.
They're gonna see someone fly out of the ship and land, dude.
They're gonna see how far away they are. It's just gonna be a speck slamming into the floor. They're not gonna know what's going on.
They'll be fine.
I'm gonna jump from the ship. I'm gonna take half damage because I resist force and bludgeoning,
Yeah.
and I'll start slaughtering people.
Well, you can just cannonball on some people then.
That's the plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump. He's gonna drop coconuts. Ashton, I guess you're gonna keep the cannons firing, and we'll get it.
I don't know if I'm gonna drop coconuts because it'd be a waste. I think.
Remember, spells don't last forever. Those things will eventually fade. Especially with the guy who casted it is dead
That's
now.
also very true.
We don't know how long those spells are gonna stay on them.
I'll drop on important people that seem to not die easily. Dude, let me see how many I have left.
This can only go well. I'm gonna beat people with this stick. It's gonna be great.
I have 7 left.
Just please, if you're going to throw them before I jump off the ship.
Yes.
I really don't want to get hit by one because you got a bad roll while I'm down there.
Yes. That's okay. You don't want to lose fingers again, right? Totally. You're not gonna get punished anymore.
No. I'll probably lose my whole body.
That would never happen, would it?
If that happens, my next character kills you.
You know, that's honestly pretty fair.
Yeah, limb for a limb. Fucking life for a life.
The doggy won't hurt me.
Totally eat you.
I don't taste good.
Your
No.
your food.
I don't taste good.
Taste don't matter. Do you fill my tummy? Yes, you do.
I've got a hard skeleton exterior.
I'm a giant wolf. I don't give a fuck. You ever seen wolves eat crabs? They don't do it often, but they can.
My next non-monster character, if Lucius dies or if new campaign starts, is going to be like a 60-year-old druid named Smoke Weed.
That's gonna be amazing.
I see that our
I'm
party
going
on
to give you at some point the backstory stuff I already have for them to see just how much of it we can actually work into the world.
I cannot wait.
with this.
he
I have
was-
learned
He was an old uncle of a character in another party who was a cleric that got kicked out of his monastery for drinking all of the alcohol.
Why not? Okay, I'm liking
And,
it already.
And he was blaming Smo. It was his fault.
I cannot wait to see how this character. You're gonna try and weave this character into the world. I'm so down for it.
It's my don't give a fuck character.
No, that's fair.
No, you know what this means? That's 3 people now that have their backup from going martial to magical. We're slowly gonna go from an all martial party to an all magic party.
Hey, we'll see how things kind of go. Who knows who sticks with to what in the end.
And thus we became a party of scholars.
All right. So we've got 3 of the people here full time because, as mentioned, Goji is at work.
He's sleeping.
Huh?
He's sleeping.
Yeah.
Totally.
And unfortunately, Daka is also not available currently, at least for another hour. Do you boys want to start now, or do we want to wait until I got rid of his old character sheet? Rip. Time to
Damn.
rebuild it. Do you guys want to wait for Daka, or do you want to go ahead?
I mean, he told us to go, so
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with starting before, and Daka can drop in like reinforcements.
well, he said he wanted to drop on a different army that's nearby.
What'd you say?
He said he wants to drop on the Elven army.
What? Or
He has
something.
spoken.
He said or something.
Or something. He doesn't want to drop in the same army as us. Is the point.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
He's spoken. He made a choice.
Yes. Let's anger both sides of the army.
So,
Well, there's 4 sides.
as we left off last time, the party had participated in a bit of chaos, if you will. After the discovery of Zilpip's lab, the party kind of went in a direction I wasn't expecting. That ended up with him in the Tiefling lands getting a powerful Manowar and heading straight towards the High Elven Emporium, or what was left of it. It does not.
Okay.
At least not that you see anything. The party, having valiantly flown as fast as possible towards the army of the Ivory Federation, managed to make record time getting there in 3 days. As you lot kind of took your time exploring your rooms, resting, relaxing, and kind of coming up with a game plan, you finally ended up in the technically northeast edge of the High Elf Emporium, only a few miles north of Dragon's Gate. The strong citadel that stands in the center, and the 4 castles at each of the points that seem to are about a mile off from it. You come to the southernmost smaller castle, where you see the beseeching army of Loxodons, Tieflings, Gnomes, and other assorted races coming together, as the battle seems to have gone chaotic, to troops fighting all throughout the castle, the city itself, and the surrounding areas. The sieges have seemed to completely lost any sign of order or cognitive hierarchy. As you lot come flying in at top speed, you see this massive army beseeching the castle. You can't tell which side's winning, other than by numbers that those on the defense inside the castle are definitely outnumbered at least 3 to maybe 5 to 1. The fighting is intense. It seems to pick up as you get closer and closer, as you hear these swords from down below clinging and slashing, magic shooting off in the air, explosions heard throughout, and you can still see where the hole that Tictric dropped the coconut into. What would you all like to do?
All right. What's first, boys? Well, first of all, what you wanted to do, Runback? Unless he's dead.
Oh.
Hello.
Maybe.
I don't know
Hi.
what happened. That was weird. Okay. At first, I would like to look into the armor. Can I see if there's any sort of generals or higher ranking officers or anything that I can see?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. That is a 14.
As you look down, now given you're about 120 feet in the air currently, you don't see any signs of ranking people on either side. Some are dressed in better armor than others, but it seems to be spotty and throughout. It's rather difficult to tell, but nothing specific catches your attention.
Okay. Too much chaos. I don't know what people are stronger or anything. What do we want to do, guys?
The Echo begins to stretch. He's about to get a running start. Oh,
That's a
there's
large
thing-
drop.
And do you have a better idea?
No, not really.
All right then.
Okay.
SCO will charge.
All right. Going from one side of the ship to running and getting a jump off. You're going to take 8d10 worth of damage upon impact as you start soaring down at breakneck speed. This is gonna hurt.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let me pull up the damage die for that.
It's fine. I resist force and bludgeoning. It'll be fine.
You know, it's fair. It's all force damage is what you're taking, so... that is, in total, 54 points of force damage as you impact into the ground, slamming down hard, and leaving a good 20-foot by 20-foot crater that just seems to dip in a very sharp cone. You're not sure if you hit anything or landed on anything. There's liquid all over you. It's red, and it's raining slightly. As you look around and you can hear fighting and screaming and yelling.
How did it look from our point of view up here?
From what you lot saw, as you looked down, you saw as Sieko kind of disappeared to the eyesight and became nothing but a very minute point until a large cloud of red mist suddenly exploded from all around, and then seeing the large impact crater of where he fell into.
Lower the ship to disband it.
Alright, slowly starts going down. Sieko, as you look around, you feel something solid underneath your foot. Something not dirt. And as you, with your tremor sense and that massive impact, you got the full sense there's a massive city ruin underneath you right now. And it takes on a good 3, maybe 4 times the size of the of this castle.
Ooh. Alright, cool. Sieko's gonna climb out of this hole and start swinging at random people.
Okay. As you kind of start climbing out, you see as the ship starts to lower, and down comes Bastion and Tiktrick as they follow in behind you. The ship minimizing suddenly, and you can hear as Daka seems to shout something for a second as the ship minimizes, and then it goes quiet. As you lot now find yourselves surrounded on the battlefield. All around you, troops in every direction. Let's go ahead and immediately roll up initiative.
Okay.
Woo woo, killing people.
Murder. That was a 21 for me.
15.
15 for Bastion. Zero out those 2. Alright, as you lot begin to kind of orient yourself, Sieko pulls himself out of this hole. The blood kind of finally settling onto the dirt and ground. A couple of tieflings, as well as a group of Loxodon and some deep gnomes, seem to turn and immediately, armed and ready, seem to come charging at you with blood craze in their eyes. One of the tiefling guards, being up first, immediately goes to charge at Sieko. And he is going to... That's a 12 to hit?
No.
Ready for all those fun low rolls here? Alright. He is then going to go ahead and use his cantrip. Sacred Flame. Let me just grab that up. I need a dex saving throw from you, good Sieko.
Well, I'm not good at those, but that's a 20. That's a 23 because I rolled really well.
You succeeded. Thus, you're basically taking no damage.
Yeah, because I remember Sacred Flame here.
Yep.
Good spell. Just wrong
And the guard looks very concerned as his axe bounces off you, and the spell seems to almost negate. It seems that the realization has hit him. Tiktrick, you are up. Surrounding you lot, you count 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies all around you.
7 enemies. Okay.
Quick, use me for flanking. There's one right in front of me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can I go up to that guard that just tried to attack Sieko?
Oh yeah.
All right. I will go ahead and stab him in the back,
As you do.
as I do. That is a it's a terrible roll. 15 to hit.
15 does not hit as he parries your dagger away.
I rolled a 6 and a 4. That's crazy.
Yeah, we are
Alright.
back to the Tiktrick rolls.
I will attack again.
All right.
That's a 20 that time.
That does not hit as he again negates it and shoves it to the side.
Okay. Concern. All right.
Anything else you'd
I
like to
will
do?
stay there.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Come on, D&D Beyond. Don't be like this now. Hold up. Okay, there we go. As you come running up to stand by Sieko, immediately the commander of what looks to be this little squad kind of stands up, being a bit hairier of a Loxodon, being a bit larger, with massive tusks coming out. He pulls out his spear and immediately comes charging at Sieko with all he can. He is going to try and attack you with his tusk, which is going to miss.
I imagine I grab his tusk, kind of hold it back.
And he's going to immediately follow that up with a spear attack, which is a 17 to hit.
No, I parry that too.
As you kind of push it aside, he seems to get nervous somewhat, but seems to be fully expecting, and puts his hand in front of, or right in front of him, and immediately a strange icicle-like ball starts forming around his hand. It shoots out. I need a dex save from you, Sieko.
22.
You barely succeed. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of cold damage.
Well, I resist the cold, but at 1, I don't think that does anything.
Doesn't it have still or no? I don't know if it can go.
Well, it would go down, and then it would round back up to 0.5.
Yes. That is correct. And the mammoth seems to kind of stand his ground, preparing as he gets ready to kind of charge at you again with his tusks. Following behind him...
Lightly brush the ice off his chest.
Following behind him and seeing this, the second Loxodon takes this as a personal insult, and also comes charging straight at you. I need a strength saving throw. Sieko.
18.
You all watch as Sieko gets knocked prone as a smaller Loxodon by about a foot, and a lot less hair on him just charges in and throws his tusks into Sieko, knocking him to the ground. Sieko, you will take 3 points of slashing damage. It is magical. And as you are now prone, he has advantage, and he is going to try and rain down on you. His attack, which 22, but can I get better? Nope. So 22 to hit.
It misses.
Alright, even as he rains down this hit from this axe, you manage to just shove it aside as the thing comes down, striking at you. Shocking both Loxodons as it slams into the ground, sparking off the dirt. That is the end of its turn. Bastion, you are up.
I am stabbing the nearest tiefling.
Okay. As you look, there's one that is starting to get behind you.
Oh no. Time for the really powerful attuned tiefling dagger.
Yep.
That is a 28.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so 6 piercing and 6 cold.
Alright. You watch as you stab straight into the throat of the tiefling. And it fully separates and cuts into it, and the tiefling just slowly starts to fade away. Drops to the ground. But he seems...
Is he dead?
You can't tell. He's not moving.
Okay. Well then I'm going to go ahead and brutalize him as a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm just gonna curb stomp him.
Okay.
Alright.
There's no roll. It's just, if he's down with 0 HP, then I can do it.
He is not down. As
Oh,
you
is
go
he
to
not
slam your foot into his head, he seems to slightly just move over a little bit. You can still see a lot of blood loss coming out of his neck, but he still seems to be somewhat conscious.
He's not dead, I can't, so... I stab him again.
Make an attack. He's prone, so you have advantage.
I rolled a 17, I have a plus 17. I'm trying to do the math, but I'm kind of dumb.
34.
I imagine I hit.
Yeah, 34. Yeah, that hits. Uh-huh. Go ahead and roll your damage.
You don't like
So-
tiefling very much.
Another 6 piercing and 7 cold.
As you come back, as you realize watching as the tiefling moves to the side, as your foot comes down, you grab your knife and just straight down into the side of the head, pinning him to the ground. You watch it as you pull it out, and the tiefling definitely does not move after that. Also, a couple of the others are looking at you with a lot more concern. Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do, Bastion?
Is there any more within 5 feet of me?
There are 2 deep gnomes and another Loxodon.
Okay. So I will first shoot Ray of Sickness at the
Okay.
Loxodon close to me.
Okay.
That's only an 8. That sucked.
An 8 to hit. That does not hit. As you watch as the ray seems to just kind of spittle out onto the Loxodon's armor, leaving a nasty greenish colored liquid.
For the daggers +7 without the bonus.
It should say on the character or on the weapon sheet.
That does it.
It does say
Gives a
weapon, I believe.
+5s, and then that gives it to 2. So yeah, that would be a 7. I just wanted to make sure my math would. That's a 9. It didn't hit either.
No. Loxodon manages to parry away just once more.
That is my turn because I used that bonus action already.
Alright. As you finish up, Sieko, you are up.
Diego stands up. He's insulted.
Fair.
He's very mad. With where Ticktrick's standing, is he only flanking the one in front of me, or am I flanking either of the Loxodons?
You are only technically flanking the one Mammoth Loxodon.
I'll start swinging with him with advantage. Let's get it.
Okay.
See how my goes. It's a 26.
As you go to punch into him, he seems to, you notice, activate some sort of magic, immediately grabs your hand, and the attack does not go through.
Does the magic fade, or is it staying?
It seems to stay.
Okay. Alright. I want to grapple him.
Alright. That's a strength save from him versus your athletics. If I could roll
So a 31.
versus a 10.
I got a
Yeah.
nat 20.
As you grab hold of his two tusks, holding him, you now got control of his face. He seems to follow where you pull his tusks around.
I want to push him over. With me on top of him during the grapple.
Oh,
Oh, God.
okay. He will have a strength resist versus a strength check from you this time.
Okay. In worst case, I hold him there.
That's a 22.
That's a 9.
He doesn't seem to budge as you start to shove him, but he seems to dig his heels in as if he knows what you're planning to do.
Alright. That magic that he uses, is it just covering his hand or his whole body?
It seems to be covering his whole body.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold him here.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out.
Alright. As the end of your turn. Okay. Assuming my combat trackers actually... Man, D&D Beyond really don't want to work today. Alright, there we go. The first Deep Gnome is going to having seen Bastion do this, and seeing that he is somewhat looks to be a danger, he pulls out a little iron flute like object, seems to load it with something, and then blows on it hard. 14 to hit Bastion?
No.
As the dart kind of bounces off your now very thickened skin, it looks a little concerned suddenly.
My tail flicks in his direction.
And it kind of looking at that kind of realizing it starts to cast a spell. I need a con saving throw from you.
That is 24.
You beat the DC by double. Yeah, as you watch as he casts a spell, it seems to kind of hit you and then just fade away all around you. You do recognize it is a necromancer spell though. Just no more information than that is able to be gained. And the creature looks very concerned suddenly as it looks on at you and what it's just seen. The other one seems to, having watched this, immediately casts a spell and it disappears. It is
Yeah, he
going
dipped.
to use its movement.
Oh.
And then using its secondary action, it's going to get sneak attack on Tictric. Let me just pull up the die count for it.
Doesn't he have to hit me first?
That is true. I'm just making sure I have everything for it. That is a fair point. That is a 20.
That misses.
Oh! Alright.
Tictric has really high AC for a row.
Yeah, as, Tictric, you seem to, as your almost second sense, if you will, your sixth sense, if you will, suddenly, cues off, and you sense danger as a pickaxe comes slamming into the ground right next to you. You barely dodge as a deep gnome, seems to have appeared from behind you. That is the end of its turn. The dead tiefling gurgles. As it didn't get the move. And the other Loxodon is going to try and charge Bastion into the hole. Bastion, I need a strength saving throw.
Alright. That is a 13.
Alright, you are gonna be shoved for this one. With minimal fucking damage. As the Loxodon comes charging at you, after seeing what you did to the Tiefling, catching you off guard, the tusks slam into the side of you, slamming you right into the hole that the lot of you had kind of surrounded in an outward angle.
I would like to gracefully flip him off through the air while I'm like flying.
Alright, you know what, I'll tell you what, give me a dex check.
Just straight dex.
Yeah, just straight dex.
That is a 11.
Alright, and give me an acrobatics check after that.
That is a 13.
Alright, as you come falling into the hole, you kick up, trying to shove him off you. And while he does go flying over you, he seems to land in the same hole just against the wall a little higher up, and then slides down on top of you.
Nice.
He does take, 1 point of damage as well. So that is the end of his turn, as he could only do his charge. Daka and Goji are nowhere to be found. Back to the top of the order. The Tiefling Guard, having now watching the fact that Sieko and Tictric have kind of teamed up here, is immediately going to pull out a spell scroll.
Oh, God. Not
give me-
spells.
Give me a second to find my note. And I need Sieko to give me a wisdom saving throw.
27.
You do succeed.
I specialize in wisdom and charisma.
However, you do know that the spell scroll does not burn up after that. The guard kind of like pulls it back, looks at it, and starts to kind of like shake it for a minute, and then turns, looks at Tictric. Tictric.
Oh, wait, no.
I need a
damn
wisdom save.
He's not wise. Oh no.
Oh, God. Wisdom save?
Yep.
I'm your Sieko. What do you give?
I give a +4
+4, okay.
because you are right next to me.
That is a 12.
Okay. Let me ping Tictric what it does.
Oh, he confirmed. There you go.
What spell is that?
It is an upcasted,
Okay.
Okay. So, as the Tiefling kind of looks at Tictric, notices nothing different, looks back at the scroll, kind of winds it up and shoves it in his pocket and ends his turn. As he does end his turn, you notice the spell scroll begins to light on fire on his belt.
No.
Tictric, you are up.
Okay. I turn around and look at Sieko.
You grappling the big.
Yep, I'm gonna attack him. Sorry about this. I'm not flanking him, man, because the person.
You are flanking him because of the Mammoth Loxodon that's still standing there, and the one that's kind of grappled. Technically, the one who's grappled doesn't count, but the the Mammoth and the guard do.
Alright, that's unfortunate. Okay.
Would he get advantage to try to stab him through the face since he's grappled?
I am
I'm
kind
not aiming for him. I'm aiming for Sieko.
Yeah, you know, if he wanted to stab Sieko, if he wanted to do a cold shot, he could full on get advantage on it, because both of them are busy grappling with the grapple.
I'm just stabbing him with advantage.
Okay.
Just a straight shot. That's a 21 to hit, thankfully. Doesn't hit, I presume.
No, Sieko's got a 23.
Yep. Alright, I will try again.
I really don't want you to stab.
I don't want to stab you either. That's a natural 20. I know it doesn't matter because he has crit immune, but I will roll the.
Yeah, do roll to confirm
for-
to see if you
just
do the
for
extra
funnies.
dice damage.
I didn't.
Okay.
So,
Because even if he
just-
is immune to crits, he will. There will be extra dice added in that situation.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can either double the dice for the nat 20, or
Well, he's immune to crit, so crit damage doesn't apply.
oh, that's true. No,
Yep.
yeah, that's true. So it's just normal. It's just normal damage.
Okay. So this will be 7 piercing. It's magical. And 16 sneak attack. So
You've done more damage to me than all of our enemies have.
I know.
I'm going to. After
I'm
this
sorry.
I'm going,
All right.
And
You missed your first attack. Hit your second attack. You haven't
Yep.
moved.
no, that is the. I only have a bonus action left. And I will back up a little bit.
Okay.
did you stab me for a reason? Like, were you still wind striking? Like,
I stabbed you.
He did steel wind strike you. Yes.
No, I didn't. I just stabbed him.
kick your fucking ass.
And you have the
I have mobile, so you can't,
Also busy grappling somebody.
Yeah, that too. I will stand in front of the tiefling guard.
Okay, you have the lock
to protect him.
No worries. All right. The Mammoth Loxodon, having seen that you are grappled and watching Tictric attack you, is going to then try and stab you, Sieko, with his spear again. 1 for 2, and then he's gonna do his snowball, which isn't fucking still can't hit for shit. Mammoth Loxodon doesn't manage to do any spell attacks on you, or none of his hits. They all seem to bounce right off of you.
I kind of swing my hand back to hit the snowball away, and then I go back to grappling.
Well, it is the Loxodon's turn that you have grappled. He is going to make a save, so you'll be making your athletics check versus his save. Yes, you do at the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
21.
21, you managed to keep the grapple, so he can't move. As the end of his turn. Bastion, you are up.
So there's a Loxodon that fell on me, right?
Yes, there's a Loxodon currently laying on top of you.
I know generally it's disadvantage, but like, would I get a normal attack to like stab him in the side since he's laying on me?
He's prone, so you'd have advantage, yes.
Well, I'm also prone, so I didn't know how that would work exactly.
That means if he attacks you, he'll also have advantage.
Oh, okay. Well,
Advantage. Go.
yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and try to stab him in the side.
Alright.
That's a 24.
24 hits.
Sweet. Okay. That's 9 piercing and 9 cold.
Okay.
And
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna stab him again.
All right.
That was not nearly as good. That's a 15.
That does not hit as the, or it seems to bounce off the icicles from the wound you made earlier.
Bonus action, two-handed combat. Whatever.
Okay. Now explain to me how you're gonna do that one while having someone laying on top of you.
Well, I had two knives in my head. Just stab on the other side.
You're just gonna fucking okay. You know what? Why not?
When it's unexpected, they're expecting the right side to left stabs, man.
Give him a nice
Alright.
embrace by stabbing your knives into him.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give it to you.
I rolled a nat 20. Let me see if I
God.
confirm. I did not.
Oh.
All right.
Um,
Double the dice or double the damage.
I'll double damage. So that's 18 piercing and 26 cold.
All right. Yeah. So as Bastion kind of grabbing his dagger, sitting here stabbing the man basically in the kidneys and the hips area as he's trying to get him get him to move. First stab goes in, and you watch as the ice kind of comes pouring out of it, sealing the wound instantly. As you go for your second strike, your blade bounces off it. And going for your third on the left side, as he's preparing himself, moving his arm down to protect his right side, you stab right through into the kidney, and you feel something kind of move in a weird way. It seems to resist the knife, and then it just seems to crack as the knife seems to push through, and the body stops moving.
I haven't used my movement. Can I use that to
God.
get him off of me?
Yeah, as you kind of shove him off to the side, he's still alive, but he doesn't seem to be able to move as his eyes are
Did you break
blinking.
his neck? Or his spine?
He broke his spine.
I already did bonus action, so I can't try to brutalize him.
He's on 1 HP. He's just kind of looking at you for a second. Alright. Is there nothing else you can do, Bastion?
Did getting up count as an action, I imagine?
Counts as your movement, yeah. That's all. It takes half your movement.
Yeah, if that was my movement, then that was all I can do for now.
Alright. Sieko, you're up. You still got this
The,
guy on grapple. Oh, what? Yeah, go
The
ahead, Bastion.
black smoke is just dumping out of my eyes.
And that poor Loxodon, you can see, would be screaming if he could. His eyes just look at you in terror. Alright. Sieko, you are up.
I'm gonna push this guy over. He's going to die to my sheer weight, goddammit.
Alright.
So roll your save.
Let's
Get it.
Alright.
over.
He's
Knock
going to
him
eventually
down.
fall over.
That's another 20.
That is a 21.
Alright, as you start to slowly walk onto it, like pushing him over, he seems to kind of start to slowly give as you start stepping on him. Due to the resistance, as you just step onto his leg, you hear the snap that comes from it and the scream of utter pain and terror as his entirety of his ankles are shattered to dust from Sieko's weight. And the man, like, you can see from the side that his feet have gone pale almost instantaneously. Yeah.
I would like to use my movement, because I'm already holding him to step on his chest.
Okay, as you slowly walk up, he's gonna get one more strength save against you for it. Oh no. I don't think you can roll low enough with your check, but go ahead and roll.
I have a plus 11, I literally
Yeah.
can. That's 20.
You watch as his eye is slowly like rolling up a thing of toothpaste. His body seems to convulse and like the liquid seems to jumble as you continue walking up, screaming in utter agony as his body is literally being crushed into dust underneath him, the bones being forcibly shattered off and just cracking. it is the most agonizing pain this man could have, which is a slow, crushing death. But eventually, as you get up to his chest, his innards seem to pop out of his mouth, and it just goes all around him. His eyes seem to bulge out slightly. Sieko, give me a D20 with your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 6.
Okay. I'm gonna message you something. You can add that to one of your flaws.
I feel like I already had that, but okay.
Alright.
And then Sieko would like to roar in victory that he got what he wanted.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Okay. That's terrible rolls. That's 12.
As you roar out, the others seem to be more enthused by your animal-like tendency, and look to you almost as if they're more okay now with killing you.
And I'm going to fully heal myself with my lay on hands.
Fair. Alright. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. As you do so, the Deep Gnomes, having seen this and seeing what Bastion just did, one of them is going to pull out his scroll, or his little wand, and is immediately going to launch all of his charges of Fireball up to 9th level into the hole where Bastion is standing. Bastion, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
That's
a 10.
a fail.
Oh.
So let's see. That's 13.
Thing resist.
So that's 14
Right.
d6 worth of fire damage.
Oh, too bad.
Give me a second to roll it. Okay, 15 beyond stealth. There we go. That's a lot of d6. You take 51 fire damage as this massive fireball charge goes into the hole, exploding. Thankfully, killing the poor Loxodon that was paralyzed.
So, 25 with resist?
Yes. And as the fireball seems to implode out, it blackens the dirt itself. The Deep Gnome seems to start getting up and dancing around excitingly about the situation. As his hand starts to burn slightly, he takes 4 fire damage as the wand breaks.
See me down the hole?
Not from the smoke, as it still emanates. Until the end of the round, which means that
I'm standing tall, hoping he'll see my silhouette and shat his
your
pants.
red eyes.
I will do a perception check. No, he doesn't see you.
Even better.
Just have him and grab him, throw him in the hole with you. Start dragging people in.
Oh lord.
The death pit.
The second one is going to, thinking that his buddy has just taken victory, is then going to shoot, or load one of his poison darts and take a shot at Sieko from across the hole. As the dart bounces off Sieko's back, as Sieko doesn't even notice it.
It's like really thick green armor.
The second one goes flying, and once again just kind of bounces off and hits the ground. The Deep Gnome looks a little concerned, but readies itself for further combat. That is the end of its turn. Okay, back up to that Tiefling guard.
My buddy.
Yes. He is going to take 2 points of fire damage as he goes to pat out his belt and his, side of it.
Is it spell concentration?
It is not in this situation. It lasts for 1 hour.
Oh damn! All right.
Yep. Unless you break. By the way, if you do break, or if you do succeed in the save, you are technically then immune to charm for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
The tiefling is going to pull out its longbow, and is going to go ahead and kind of ignore Sieko, and is going to start shooting off shots at some dwarves in the area. And only one of them hits, and that is okay. That is the end of his turn. Ticktrick, you are up.
Time to try and save.
Yup.
Is Seiko still within 10 feet of me?
Yes, but he is considered hostile to you at this point, so you won't get
Okay.
the advantage of his bonuses.
Can I even save?
The save DC would be... yes, you definitely can.
I definitely can. Alright.
Yes.
As a 14.
You do fail.
Alright.
And if you roll like that,
Yeah, hey, I'm trying here.
You're not far off from the DC, don't worry.
God damn it. If I had that fucking +4, I probably would have got. Alright.
ooh, just prepare for your charm.
Alright.
What would you like to do?
Well, gotta go stabbing again, I guess.
Yup.
Unfortunately. Alright, I'll go up to Sieko and I'll stab him.
Why are you so sad?
I don't want to stab him!
You should be excited to stab your friends.
No.
He knows I'm the guy most likely in the party that can kill him, so he doesn't want to stab him.
That's fair.
Alright.
Like, I can and will crush him to death with my crit before he can think to do that fucking thing, do from ghosting him.
Now, I don't get flicking here, because there's no one to flank right now, is there?
The mammoth is still flanking him, technically, with you.
The one that...
No, he popped another Loxodon.
Okay.
He didn't palp the mammoth.
Okay. That is a 24 to hit.
I got a shield.
Okay.
Alright, as the holy light seems to surround Sieko, your knife smacks up against it and bounces right off.
Try again. Is a 24 again.
No.
Alright.
Alright.
And I will back up. to
Okay,
protect
you
the
You
Tiefling
back
guard.
up another 10 feet to stand in front of the Tiefling guard now. The Loxodon, having seen what happened, is going to go ahead and shout in Giant. Or as the monster sheet says, Gaint, because it's a homebrew and someone misspelled Giant. Gaint with a period, by the way. But yeah, no, it's going to shout in Giant, calling for backup. As more troops are coming, and you can hear more shouts being answered. And it is going to pull out a silver horn from its back belt as its second action, and that is the end of its turn. That Loxodon is paced. Bastion! The smoke dissipates, and you see, as you look up out of the hole, the very terrified and like almost pale now Deep Gnome as the blood goes away from his head and he looks like he's ready to run.
Close to me, am I? Or is he?
He is 15 feet out of this hole from where you are currently.
I'm going to stomp up to him.
Okay.
Can I grab him?
I mean, it is considered a grapple.
Okay.
So it'll
Strength?
be your athletics versus his strength saving throw.
Okay.
Let me grab the right.
It was a 6.
Well, let's see if he rolls worse. He's only got a +2, and that's a 3. As you grab him.
Look at that.
So I've been thinking, and I don't know that it's gonna be true or work, but fuck it. Bastion's been thinking about the whole evolution process, and well, he could absorb items at one point, and this guy, or one of these guys, just used necromancy magic.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see if I can absorb his magic?
You know, hadn't planned for that. Give me a D20 plus your intelligence check.
Okay. That's a 15.
You don't think you can, and the only way you think that you might be able to absorb any magic he has is if you eat him. Because that's how it worked before.
Alright.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It'll be one less. He's gonna make another strength. He'll have a strength saving throw at advantage versus your athletics.
If I attacked him, would eating him count as the second attack per action?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
okay. So first, while I'm holding him, I'm going to use my tail and do a tail slash.
Okay.
Is that advantage since he's grappled?
Yeah,
or...
yeah, because he's considered grappled, so you'd have advantage. Yes.
That's a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
God.
That's 7 fire damage,
Okay.
and then I'm
Yeah.
going to try to eat him.
As you stab into him and burn the wound on the way out, you cauterize it. And he looks like he looks in utter pain and terror. And as you open your mouth, he starts fighting even harder. Yeah, all right. He's gonna get advantage on this. So this will be versus your athletics. Let's see what he gets. Oh well, fuck me. That's
It's
a 5.
14.
Those guys are all. They got a 1 and a 3.
That's how I feel.
As you grab hold and pull him down, he's screaming utter fear and fighting for his life, doing anything to punch, stab, kick. He starts to bite your hand at a certain point as you shove him into your mouth, and all he sees is darkness and then fire. You managed to swallow him whole. Give me a con saving throw.
Okay. That's a 15.
Yeah.
And then I have advantage against being poisoned, if that matters.
Then yeah, go ahead and roll again, because he had a lot of poison darts on him.
That's a dirty 20.
You succeed. You swallow him, weapons and all. As he just sees, last things he sees is the fiery pits of Morse. His soul is ripped from his body and he's eviscerated.
My dogs are going wild.
No worries. Yeah, alright. You swallow him whole. You don't feel any different, but you're not 100% sure how soon it would kick in. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Bastion? I know you said your dogs were going crazy, but...
So I used my movement. I used 2 attacks. Is there another one within 5 feet of me?
Yes. There's another deep gnome right next to you.
Then I will take a stab at it with my 2-weapon fighting. Or, I guess I was holding him, so I couldn't, could I?
Yeah, you were holding the other guy.
Okay, then that would be my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab pizza.
Alright, no worries. Sieko, you are up.
That tiefling with the longbow pisses me off.
Yeah.
I'm charging him.
You will end up hitting Tiktrick first.
I don't give a fuck, he stabbed me first.
That's okay, I'm just letting you know.
Oh, you know, I'm going through him, so if he doesn't move, he's just gonna get tumbled, because I weigh a little, a little much.
Yeah. Tiktrick will get a dex save to try and get out of the way.
Alright.
But yeah, if you're just gonna charge, it'll be a attack.
It's a 19 for the save.
Okay. Let's
Go
see.
just
Yeah, it's gonna be an unarmed attack, basically.
30.
Alright, as Tiktrick, you jump out of the way just at the last second as your roguish instincts manage to get you out of the way. Roll your damage for the Tiefling Guard as you slam into him.
Now, because I can shoot off elements, can I do this as an elemental, with one of my elemental unarmed strikes?
Not if you're charging.
Okay. Well, it's just 8 damage then.
Okay. Yeah, as you body check him, he slamming into him, it kind of throws him forward, he drops his bow, and looks back at you, confused, and sees Tiktrick having jumped out of the way, and looks very angry.
Instincts.
All
Does
right.
he look muscular?
Huh?
Does this guy look muscular?
No, not in the slightest. He looks pretty like an average commoner.
I think it's his turn. I'm gonna grapple him.
Oh no.
You know, all right. He's gonna. Okay. 12.
Well, I can't fail.
What's your athletics? Oh.
18.
Yeah, you managed to grab him pretty easily. He doesn't. He's kind of, you know, looks a little beaten up and brutalized here. You can definitely see he's coughing up a little bit of blood and looks to be injured pretty good. But yeah, you managed to get a hold of him.
Now, I want to make sure, how far was he from me before I walked towards him?
He would have been 15 or 10 feet from you, or 15 feet from you, because Tick-Trick was 10 feet.
Perfect. So I went towards him with aggressive, which is bonus action, so I technically haven't used my movement. So I'm gonna use my action left to, I'm gonna do the same thing I did to the other guy.
Well, you're not. Oh,
Yeah.
gonna shove him on the ground and start walking on him.
Yes.
All right. He's gonna do his secondary strength save. That's an 18.
You succeed for now.
All right, he manages to hold his ground. He looks really scared as you start walking closer to him. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Sieko?
I technically still have an attack. I'm gonna go for the side of the head while I'm holding him like this.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna take a swing on him.
Yeah, with my brass knuckles.
Okay, you have advantage then, because he's prone. He's technically prone. Well, he's grappled.
27.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's 10 magical bludgeoning,
You see
and
it?
that's 12 force.
As you slam your hand in, before even the wind gets off, you watch as your hand goes straight through his head, just obliterating it off and slamming it into the ground. A few feet away, it's just into paste. Tick-Trick, you are still under the control of the spell.
The guy who told me to do this is dead.
Yep.
I admit,
Can I
I
just shred the
failed.
scroll?
No worries. What's up, Sieko?
Can I shred the scroll?
It's alright. As you look down, his pocket's burning.
Yeah. I want to
So
shred it.
Alright. As you reach your hand in to grab the scroll, looking at it, you tear it apart. It's just a thin paper.
That's fine. I don't have anything else I can do, so I mean...
Okay. Okay. Alright, as that is the end of your turn, the deep gnome that's still standing, seeing what Bastion just did, is going to immediately pull out a small spell scroll. He's going to bite the finger on his thumb to where you see it starts to bleed. As he puts his blood onto it, says a slight chant, and then falls through what looks to be a green and bluish doorway that seems to suddenly open up underneath him and immediately close. And he disappears. Alright. Back to the top of the order. Tick-Trick, you are up.
You get a save?
Yep, go ahead and make your save.
Come on. Come on. That's a 19.
You finally succeed.
Let's go!
As you finally, the cloud kind of dissipating, and now you see what your party has done.
Effective.
Sieko's pointing at Tigger saying you're next.
Damn. I remember what had happened. Sieko, that was a spell, I think. I hate magic casters.
On to the next.
Yeah, you get to step next in. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tigger.
Do I see any tieflings near here?
No, but you see the mammoth still the mammoth
Oh,
still,
yeah.
still standing in
Oh.
the center, kind of looking at all of you like, oh shit, I'm
Oh.
outnumbered.
I will run up to him and stab him.
Alright. As you go charging up, let's see what you can do.
Say 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Well, it'll just be normal damage. It'll just be the 9 piercing. It's magical.
All right.
Stab him again.
As you stab into him, you see, blood coming out. He looks to still be holding on to that iron horn. And looks like he's getting ready to blow it. Go ahead and roll up your damage.
Okay.
I know what it is. I really suggest you take it.
Yeah. All right. I forgot he's holding that. For the second attack, can I try and steal it from him?
You can try a sleight of hand, if you want.
Just cut his hands off at the wrist.
You could also do a called shot.
Sleight of hand's not. Yeah, I'll just try a cold shot.
Okay.
Cut off his hand.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
It's a 19.
As you go for it, he seems to catch on, and he moves his hands back a little bit, just out of the reach of your daggers.
Damn. Unfortunate.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Ticktrick?
Nope.
Okay. The mammoth is immediately going to pull the horn down in front of him and begin blowing as hard as he can. As he does so, you watch as the bodies that surround you lot seem to slowly begin to turn to a weird bluish light and evaporate. And suddenly the Loxodon looks to be getting a lot more powerful. As he begins to suddenly look like he's getting larger and larger and larger. Until he stands fully healed and looks to be almost swollen up as he grows about half a foot and seems to stare down at you, Ticktrick. The iron horn seems to turn to like a blackened metal and then immediately evaporates to smoke. And the Mammoth Loxodon just smiles down at you, Ticktrick. It calls forth a divine weapon
Oh.
as its reactionary spell, and a massive club comes down to its hand, and it's going to slam down on you, Ticktrick.
Okay.
Give me a second to find the weapon.
Whippy on.
No. Was it really? Wait, what? Hold up, give me a minute. Did they really remove? Oh no, they didn't. Okay. Alright. So it is just, okay. Give me 1 sec. I gotta find the thing so I can get the dice roller. Okay. There it is, 1d4. Alright. It comes down on as it's going to make its attack. That is a plus 8 to hit. Does a 10 hit, Ticktrick?
No, it doesn't.
In the panic as you watch as this whole massive golden club seems to appear in his hand, come slamming down at the ground. Your instincts kick in and cause you to jump out of the way as fast as possible. Everyone make a dex save.
Okay.
And also, Stieko make a con save on top of that.
I rolled an 11.
It's a fail for Ticktrick. Okay, Stieko, you
14
succeed.
from me.
That is also a fail for Bastion. So that will be. Let me find the damage die. When you're doing custom spell or custom monsters on the fly as the DM, you gotta learn how. You gotta have all your tabs open here. All right. That will be. Okay, so it's going to be 8d10 worth of damage as the Earthquake spell immediately activates upon... Well, that is 1. Let me get the other 7.
Oh.
Literally was 1. So that will be in total 28 damage. As the club slams into the ground, causing the entirety of the ground around you to shake. This also, Sieko, starts to make you somewhat dizzy. However, you don't take any ill effects.
What kind of damage was it?
Huh? Oh, let me find it here. 1 sec. It is force damage, I believe, but just trying to see if it states it specifically. Yeah, I'll go with force damage.
Okay.
Alright. That is the end of its turn. Bastion, you are up.
Close, am I?
He is on the other side of the hole, so 20 feet from you. 25 feet from you.
I am going to move the 25 feet to get up to him.
Okay. As you go around the circle, the big hole in the ground coming to the side, you are now considered flanking with Sieko and Tiktrick.
So I get advantage?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to swing my dagger.
Alright.
25.
As you go to swing at him, the dagger seems to bounce off as he seems to reactionary cast some sort of spell all over his body once more.
Well, I'm going to stab again. That bitch. Dice on the run.
Dice on the run.
Run for it, dice.
That's a dirty 20.
Yep. As he continues to stand the spell, or as you go slamming into it, you feel that spell once more protecting him. As your dagger bounces off, sparks flying into the air.
All right. I'm just gonna step back 5 feet and kind of brace.
Okay. No worries. Alright. Up next, Sieko. As you just watch as these daggers go slamming into the Mammoth Loxodon and nothing seems to happen.
I would like to pull his leg out from under him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check. He'll make a saving throw. Alright. As you go to grab his legs and pull, he seems to not fall down on it, fall back, slamming into the ground in somewhat of surprise, and kind of looks at you with shock that you were able to grab him and pull.
And now that he's down and I have climbing speed, I'm climbing on his body.
Alright.
Yo.
As you climb on, you notice it doesn't seem to sink into him. And he doesn't seem phased.
Okay. That's fine.
But you now stand technically on top of him.
Yeah.
Alright. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Sieko? That would have been one action to grab the legs and sweep them out, and then you've got your movement for climbing.
Yeah. Have any fun? Here we go. I would like a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. What's this in reference to?
This is compelled duel.
That's a 2.
That's a fail.
Well,
He has to fight me. If you want to fight someone else, you gotta roll at disadvantage.
alright. Okay. He seems to look as you lock eyes with him. The spell seems to take effect as you see his eyes just seem to lock onto you completely.
Perfect.
Alright.
And I'll here.
Okay.
You don't announce that, or do I see that this has happened? As there's
No.
been a duel initiated.
None of you would notice this unless you have divine sense.
I don't.
I call him weak. Out loud.
And that seems to focus his attention. Alright, back to the top of the
I
order.
have divine sense.
You do. So yes, you would be able to tell that the Loxodon has been compelled into a duel with Sieko to the death. All right. Tictric, you are up.
Can I look to see if this guy has any weaknesses?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. Wow, that's a 12.
He's big, and apparently not very sure on his feet.
Okay. I'll ask Sieko, how do you want to take him down?
Well, if you don't stab him, I'm gonna choke him to death.
Okay. Stab him in his foot. He's knocked over.
Why not? He's prone. You have advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I assume the perception check was an action.
Yes, it would count as that. Yeah.
All right, here's the swing. Yeah, that's a 22 to hit.
That does not hit.
Darn. All right. Bonus action. What do I get?
As you stab his foot, it seems to be too tough for your daggers to pierce.
All right. Bonus action. I will just quickly second win.
Okay.
So it's D10.
As you breathe
Close
in
to-
deeply to catch your breath for a second, the smell of his feet kind of wafting through the air. Everyone else looking at you would think you're into the smell of feet
Oh,
as
no.
you take
No.
this
Oh,
deep
that's
breath.
it's part of your legend now.
No.
You did.
Many
Damn it.
people seem to look at you kind of weird as you just kind of staring at after stabbing and sniffing it really deeply.
I'm trying to find weaknesses, guys. I swear. All right, that'll be my turn.
His weakness is the guy's really shy about his foot odor.
Yeah. Do I intimidate him a little bit?
Totally. He is going to take his club and casting a spell of some sort. Does a 26 hit Sieko?
Not if I cast shield again.
Bitch.
You did it to us.
It's true. I've got more of them than you do.
I can do this a lot of times, Dan.
Alright, well, he's gonna take his second swing because he's not getting up.
Don't worry, Dan. I only have 9 more shields.
Well, that's a 27 to hit.
Misses. My AC is 28.
God damn it. And he is going to use his bonus action, and he is going to activate the spell scroll on his hip. Alright, that is the end of his turn. Bastion, you are up.
So he's laying on the ground.
With Tictric smelling his left foot and
Oh.
Sieko
I'm standing on his
standing on his other leg or on his leg.
No, I'm gonna over the chest. It was the goal.
You haven't moved yet.
Well, first, I would like to give Tictric a strange look.
Oh. What? What's wrong?
And then I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness
Okay.
on it.
All right.
On the foot?
Is that an advantage?
Yeah, because he's prone.
Cool. That is
Give him half a foot.
a 21.
21 does not hit.
Damn. Okay. I need to mark that off. And then I'm going to stab down on it with the dagger.
All right. Why not?
I just rolled a 20.
Okay.
Did not confirm.
Fair.
So it's a 27.
That just barely hits. All right. Yeah. No. Go ahead and roll up either double the dice or double the damage.
Double damage.
All right.
Very more good.
Only a 12 piercing
Okay.
and 16 cold.
All right. As you slash into him onto his side, he seems to not even pay attention to you as he stares into the eyes of Sieko.
Okay, he's not paying attention to me. I'm going to stab at him again. Two-handed
Notice
weapons,
me.
bonus action.
All right, let's see what you got.
A 14 does not
No, it
hit.
does not hit.
And then I am done.
Okay. All right, as you slash into him one more time, it seems to just bounce off this invisible magical cloak of sorts that he seems to have about his body. All right, as that is the end of your turn, Sieko, you are up.
You said the thing on his hip was glowing, the spell scroll?
Yes.
I cast Dispel Magic.
At what level?
It's a 3rd level.
If I'm right, just make sure I'm correct in something before I state something. Okay, I need you to make okay, so that means that, yeah, you'll have to do your ability check using your spellcasting modifier, which the DC in this case would be 19.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, that's not.
The Dispel Magic does not go off.
Alright, instead I'm gonna walk over and strip it in half.
As you go to reach for the towards his bag, the bag doesn't open.
Can I unlatch it from his side?
He does have a belt on his center, but you do not. You've already used your Dispel Magic as one of your actions. You've used some of your movement to walk over here and look at it, and yeah, you're not sure if you can how to open it as far as it goes. It doesn't seem to unlatch, doesn't seem to unwind, but it is attached to his belt.
Well, technically, I'm not getting further from. I can use my movement was as aggressive, because I can't exactly get closer than I am right now.
True.
So I technically still have one thing I can do. And I guess I can just open his belt. Fuck it.
Alright. As you pop off his belt, he looks very concerned with a lot more nervousness.
I kind of flick my fingers until they're very sharp.
He looks really concerned. Go ahead and give me an attack to tear off the belt.
Disadvantage because he's prone? Or
Nope. Not in this situation. This is a called shot.
29.
Yeah, you hit the belt. Roll your damage.
Yeah, there's your 8 damage.
Yeah, the belt buckle doesn't snap. It does not seem to unlatch. But the man the Mammoth Loxodon looks a lot more nervous suddenly. All right. So
I can do it one. If it's an attack, I can do it one more time.
Feel free.
Oh, no, it's a 17.
Okay. All right. Going down and back up to the top of the order. Tictric, you are up. The smell of his foot longing in your nose.
It's smelly. Did he have smelly feet?
No, they're actually pretty deodorized. It looks like as you look at, he has immaculate feet.
Good for him.
No, the competition I wanted to hear that.
Yeah. The DM did this, so.
Yeah, the nails are well cleaned and trimmed. Looks like this Mammoth Loxodon's a very into foot care.
Okay. Seeing what Sieka is doing, does it look like I can unlatch instead of attacking the belt? Is it easy? Looks like it easy to unlatch.
It does not look like it unlatches normally. It looks like it's magical based.
Okay. Did it look like what Sieka did damage to it?
It did dent the belt buckle, yeah, and the runes that are carved into it.
What do the runes say?
You can't read them.
Okay.
Not giant runes. Interesting.
No, they're not.
Does he only have the one belt buckle thing? Or not the
Yes.
belt buckle, but like the side package with the scroll in it?
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
only
they
one
have
he
one.
seems to have on him.
Alright.
I will say the fire has turned from a reddish color to a greenish to a bluish to a purple throughout the turns.
In the scroll inside?
Yeah. The fire. Well, the fire you can see coming out, kind of emanating slightly out of the out of the pocket that's holding it, or the rather the container, if you will, the leather container.
Okay. I will go ahead, bonus action, dash up to where Sieko is, and I will also try and kill this belt buckle.
Alright! Why not? Alright, make an attack. Let's see what you can do.
Alright. Alright, I hate to ask the question, but am I flanking the belt buckle?
I feel like we are.
My new favorite porn category, flanking the belt buckle. You know, why not? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I feel like you would be.
Okay. Wow, it's a 17 to hit.
I really need to get my belt buckle flanked. 17 doesn't hit.
Yeah, I rolled pretty bad there. Alright, I'll try again, I guess. Well, that's a natural 20.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and
we-
roll. You can
Do we
either
confirm the belt buckle?
You can
Confirm the buckle.
please confirm the belt buckle.
Oh, I didn't
No.
confirm the belt buckle.
Robert,
You know what?
you
I'm
get
gonna throw a
2
Steven
gold
Strike into
pieces
this.
for that. Not your character, just you.
I get what?
Thick.
Robert. Oh god.
Alright, I'm gonna steal and strike this, and I'll double the damage.
Who's string the belt buckle?
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
You're really blowing this this belt buckle, aren't you?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Okay, so that'll be sneak attack doubled as well, right?
It's not sneak attack. He can see you.
Advantage.
As long as he has advantage, sneak attack.
Oh,
gets sneak
yeah,
attack with
fair.
advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 42 from that damage.
All right.
Now the steal and strike.
I will say, as you hit it, that with this like really hard amount of damage, you notice the belt buckle starts to glow a bright red.
Oh, uh-oh. Because it just did 70 force damage.
You see, as you slam into it, it seems to be glowing a brighter red. And you can also, from where you're standing, as you're staring straight into the crotch at this point, at the belt buckle, of course, you can see the sweat, the slight sweat and sheen coming off the mammoth right now. You're not sure why. There are 2 definite reasons this could be a problem for him.
Yeah. I don't understand. I don't know what he's referring to.
Alright.
Neither does Sieko.
Belts. Yeah.
Is there anything else?
This steal and strike damage also goes to
Yep.
the guy.
70 damage to the face.
70 damage to his face. Force damage. And then I will, seeing it glow, look at Sieko like, might want to get out of here.
No, it's fine.
And I will back off the body and go like 30 feet away.
As you do, he uses a legendary action, and I need you to make a strength save, Tickrick, or a dex
30
save.
feet away?
Rather. Yes, he's going to try and grab you as as you start to move from him.
Well, can you only legendary action after my turn's over?
This is a reaction based legendary
have-
action.
Mobile.
Oh, that's true. Never mind then.
Can't grab him, he's out of here.
Yep.
I'm out of here.
As you go to run, you see as he kind of sits up and like swings his hand to grab you, and as you manage to easily evade, he looks down at his belt buckle and where Sieko is standing and goes, and in very, very slow giant goes, "Oh no."
I don't speak giant, but I
I speak it.
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, well, unfortunate for this Loxodon. I need a dex save for Bastion and Sieko at disadvantage, Ticktrick at advantage.
Okay.
And the Loxodon can't save because it's on him. Oh no, Sieko!
I have a +4. I'm not actually good at dex save.
25.
Yeah, alright. And Bastion.
21.
Oh,
alright.
nice.
Or disadvantage?
No, yeah, it was disadvantage.
Then it was dirty 20.
Oh, you
I rolled a
still-
17 and an 18.
You still succeed just by 1. Alright, that's going to be 8d10 worth of force damage exploding from his crotch. So 55 force damage just goes flying out as this impact of wind just slams into Sieko and Bastion and Tictric. Tictric and Bastion, you manage to keep on your feet as you take half damage. So in that case, 22. But Sieko, you get knocked off and get sent to the ground as the force explodes. You also notice, as you're going flying, Sieko, what happens is the belt explodes out with force damage, and it goes in every direction. And you watch as the mammoth just, for a moment, the sheer pain on his face as he just collapses on the ground, and there is now a crater where his hips were.
Is he dead?
He's very dead. You are not out of combat, though, as of current, though. You are in a war zone.
Did it kill a lot of other people? Like, how far did this go?
It just, around your immediate area, it seemed to slam into you lot. But I will say, as that happens, you see the scroll fall to the side. And the only person who has a round to actually do something is Bastion. Bastion, what would you like to do? Bastion's on mute. Gotta give him a minute. Apparently he's getting flanked.
No, I was talking and didn't know I'm still muted.
No,
I'm going to drink one of my greater potions of healing.
Alright. Go ahead and roll that up.
So 12.
Okay. As you drink that, you feel a strangeness, Bastion, in the back of your throat. The rest of you watch as something starts to, like, fingers start to poke out of Bastion's mouth.
He's alive down there?
You're healing the thing in your stomach. Oh no.
And Bastion, you just feel something kind of grab onto your tongue and start pulling. Out of nowhere. As the spell scroll seems to dissipate, the fire vanishing all around you lot, or the fire vanishing from around the spell scroll, the belt itself seems to completely shatter, and you feel a wave of magic seems to hit you out of that seems to kind of slam into all of you, and nothing seems to happen for a moment. Except for suddenly Daka suddenly appears out of Bastion's pockets, just coming flying out of the ship. Daka, as you look around, you are now just standing in with a crater in the center of the area. A massive battle going on all around you, and a couple of corpses surrounding you, as well as Bastion having something kind of pulling, like fingers kind of sticking out of his mouth. You have no idea what's going on, and to the rest of you, all of your magic items are deactivated. As the spell goes off, all of your items that are attuned are automatically unattuned.
Okay.
Same for poor Daka here?
No.
Yeah!
Daka got kicked out of the ship because the ship exited him out or because of the fact that the magic item got deactivated.
What great timing.
And it's
great
not out of Bastion's pocket, out of Sieko's pocket. My apologies.
Alright.
Yeah, because I'm the one attuned to the damn thing.
But yeah, as you lot look around, there's still fighting going on all around you. What would you lot like to do?
Oh, that was weird. Hello, Daka.
What?
Okay. Wonderful.
Fight time?
Yes.
Did you have a nice nap?
Yep. There he goes.
He's running off. Which direction should you go?
Forward.
Alright, as you begin going forward, as we'll call it, the immediately next encounter as more troops start coming out of coming at you guys from the other side of the field. A bunch of high elves seem to come charging as a unit. Everyone, roll initiative once more.
8.
Welcome to the battlefield.
I'm glad to be here.
14.
Geez, that sucks. I rolled a 5.
16 for DACA.
16 for DACA. All right. As they start charging over to you lot, Sieko, being the first to recognize the threat, is immediately the first to get a reaction as he turns to look. Sieko, what would you like to do?
How far are they?
About 20 feet from you at this point.
I use aggressive to charge.
And you count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different elves.
Are they standing in formation? Like, are they tightly packed?
They do seem to be as a wedge formation with what looks to be 2 archers at the back, some sort of magic casters, or a magic caster in the center, and 2 knights as well as what looks to be some... you'd guess is probably a noble, just because he has nicer armor, or maybe a higher ranking commander.
If I sprinted right in the middle of them to kind of just do a charge, how many would I hit?
If they didn't make a dex save, or if you successfully managed to hit them, you could theoretically hit almost all of them.
Because I want to force my way through to the archers.
They're charging in basically 2 columns with the noble at the front, so it's kind of the idea.
Yeah, perfect. I want to charge right down the middle because I want to get to the archers.
Okay. All right, let's see what you got.
I don't care about these guys. I just want to kill tieflings.
28. As you go charging up, the high elf noble uses his reaction and immediately casts up a spell, and he manages to hold you with his tower shield as he slams into you, Sieko, and pushes back.
I was gonna roll confirm. That was a nat 20.
Oh, it is. Go ahead and roll to see if you can crit confirm.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Imagine.
As he manages to hold you there, the attack does not go through. But you have stopped the unit. They're not moving now.
I want to take a shield. Looks nice.
Eh. Well, you just
I want to
charge
your
and
strength.
jump, so that's one of your attacks.
That's fine.
Sieko, we have no problems with them.
I do.
All right. So you want to try and take his shield? That would be a strength check versus his strength saving throw, but he'll have advantage due to his martial mastery.
Okay.
So, all right, that is my rolls tonight 16.
Oh, don't worry. I rolled the 6.
All right, yeah, he holds his shield. You can definitely tell it's magical.
It's a good shield. I want it.
I also will say, due to your Oathless background, you can immediately tell this guy's a paladin, and he has an aura that is currently running.
So our auras like clashing. We're standing.
Yes, his you can tell is either something to do with command or encouragement. You're not 100% sure which.
I'd imagine it's not linked to be more to my personality, so it's very just primal.
Yours is a lot more, because you're not linked to a god. Yes, yours would come off as primordial in a sense to anybody who would recognize it.
All right. Well, between the charge and everything, because I used my bonus, I technically have 2
My
more.
aura just make everyone uncomfortable all the time.
For those who are divine, yes.
Nice.
All
Right. What stopped me? Was it like the shield spell, or was it something just to stop my movement?
right. He did have a spell that you think allowed him to plant himself to hold you.
Okay. Well, I have 1 swing left,
All right.
so let's get. That's a 26.
That does not hit.
How upsetting. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Up next is the Elven Archers, and they're immediately going to start taking shots at the rest of the party, not being able to hit Sieko as he's too close. So the first person they're going to start aiming for is Bastion, as he looks like a demon, and that looks to be a little more concerning. I need... Oh, that's actually on a hit. So, let's see. They are going to take a shot. That is a 16 to hit Bastion.
Nope.
And for the second, fuck me.
Nope.
And as they're not moving, fuck me. I can't.
Smacking the arrows out of the air.
As the arrows kind of come lazily down, none of them seeming to hit. God damn it. Alright, well that's the end of its turn. Let's keep going. Let me, as soon as D&D Beyond wants to load again, there we go. Alright. As the High Elven Wizard goes up next, getting the next reactionary move, he immediately is going to start shooting off magic missile over at Ticktrick.
Hey.
And he is going to upcast it to 5th level.
Damn it.
Which is an auto hit. So
It
that would
is.
be 5d4 plus 5. 2, 3, 4,
So rude.
5. It is, but it's a smart move on the battlefield
It
to
is.
save your spell slots. So that is 18 points of bludgeoning, or is it bludgeoning, or is it force damage? As the missiles, one after another, just slam into you.
I'll use Uncanny Dodge to half that.
Okay. And as he's not moving, he is then going to cast Light at a distance. I need a dex save, Sieko.
He's just trying to make me glow?
Yes.
Oh, okay. 16.
Alright.
You're about to get
you,
marked for artillery strike.
you fail, and suddenly a light seems to pop up on top of your forehead. It's not blinding, as you have a thing over your face.
Yeah.
But it's kind of annoying because you can feel it being there and it seems to stick to you. That's the end of his turn. Daka, you are up. You're 20 feet from these guys, from this fight, as you see Sieko is being held by the guy with the big shield in the front. And the two
Those
columns.
archers.
Yep.
Those archers look like a very fun time.
Oh yeah, they do.
You kill the wizard first.
Yeah, fine. I'll go charge and fight the wizard.
Appreciate it.
Wog!
As you come charging forward and you guys are having this conversation mid-fight out loud, that elf wizard just shakes his head no violently.
He's like, wait, don't do it. I know what you
wait.
are.
Wait.
And as you look on, he's just wearing robes. He's not armored. He does not have any
horror.
expensive gear. You can tell this man is not excited.
He's like, wait a minute, don't do this to me.
He seems to shout something in Elvish. Do any of you know Elvish?
I only
Too bad I
know.
can't read Elvish.
As he shouts in Elvish, panicking, Daka.
Rage!
Oh, fuck!
Oh no.
Rage!
Roll intimidation while you're for the charge as well.
I'm glad I'm over here, not over there.
As he's getting angrier and the guy's
only a
getting
12.
terrified, I'm like, well, to be fair, we tried to not fight you.
They struck first.
Listen, Daka just hopped down in a random battlefield out of nowhere.
No,
failed.
just like, oh shit! And he's panicking. He's now frightened.
By the way, since I've raged, that's a wild magic table now, right?
Oh yeah, it's true. Let me pull up my wild magic table. All right, thank you
Oh,
for
boy.
reminding me.
I
can't
made
wait to
sure
see
to
what
ask
happens.
because I want to know what happens.
Alright.
I will delete you.
Give me a D100 roll for the first one. Let's see what table we're rolling from.
Yeah! 37.
Alright.
Almost
A spell of some sort. Alright, give
Oh,
me another
God.
D100 roll.
Come on, bud! Let's see what we got.
I swear it's
5.
It's gonna vanish.
Alright. I need another D100 roll.
Oh boy. 50.
Oh, you got a 0.
50.
Uh-oh. What spell?
I'm gonna copy and paste this so you guys can see this. While you are raging, you now have the Flight of the Valkyries playing at high volume that the entire battlefield can hear.
I'm
Damn,
gonna
What's
have
with
to-
Daka
we-
and music?
I'm
don't have a
gonna
music
to
bot.
put it on.
No, pause.
Yeah.
Are the two songs now clashing? Because he was already playing classical music.
That
No,
got
the classical
taken.
music just changes over.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well, I thought the
putting
classical
too.
music got taken.
No, he still has it. It's a
Well,
permanent.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Flight of the Valkyrie is kind of classical, so it kind of
It
works
is.
together.
Yeah, no, but it does take over to the it just switches over to that specifically, which I would play, but YouTube has a big issue with copyright claims, so
Don't worry, I'll play it on my own.
there you go.
Well, it's time to attack.
Is it Flight of the Valkyries or Ride of the Valkyries?
It might be, yeah, it should be Flight, because it's it's a song from Vietnam that you'll hear it from mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Oh, that's a bad roll, but does a 14 hit?
He immediately, reactionary casts, I'm just kidding, he doesn't have anything. Yep, yeah, that hits. Oh no.
All right.
Couldn't have knocked him off a cliff. I have a reaction for that.
11.
As Daka's sword just comes slashing down with this music, you watch as he cleanly cuts the High Elf Wizard in half. And the one on the other side of him just what you think at first is a wizard, although this one's actually armored. He looks on at you with just terror and confusion as you cleanly, as the guy splits in half completely. All right, what would you like to? You now have the high elf, one of the high elf archers on your right, and the high elf noble on your left.
The noble.
All right, you're flanking him.
So it's advantage?
Yup.
Wonderful. Wow, I rolled a 2 and a 3 for a 12. Let me see if I have lucky, just to make sure. Because I'm going to re-roll that.
I doubt, because
I do have lucky.
Oh, you got Demon Layer Crit? Odd. Okay.
Alright, let's do that again. Because that was just awful. A
Wow.
1 and a 3.
Wow.
Hunter.
Wow.
I'm going to do that again. Another lucky.
Yeah.
He's gonna burn all of his luck on one fucking guy.
Oh my god.
Actually, I don't think you...
That's a natural. That's 2 natural 20s.
Oh my god.
All right.
Wow.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
With Flight of the Valkyries blasting. Hell yeah.
As the music blasts through and you get 2 nat 20s, you do have to roll to confirm since it's since it's just an advantage roll. You still have to roll once more.
You've done that before with me. Remember in one shot.
You allowed it to be considered crit confirm for Tick Trick in the past.
That was not Tick Trick. That was Fedoral.
That's fair. I have. So you know what? I'll allow the ruling this time. Go ahead and roll either. As you slash into him, it fucking sucks because that 29 I could have gotten away with. Oh well. As you slash into him, going straight down, turning not only with a heartbeats moment between cutting down the high elf wizard, slashing into the noble. You watch as the blade goes right through him. And Sieko, as the first person who's ever really stopped you in your tracks, just stares at you with a slight smile on his face. You're not familiar with elves, so you're not sure how old this gentleman was, but you see as the blood starts to kind of trickle out of his mouth as he coughs, and he just falls to the ground as the shield lands on top of him.
Oh, perfect. My shield.
Alright. Daka, you cut him down. Is there anything else? Yes.
I do want. I could just imagine because on like a 20 attack roll, there's also necrotic damage, so I could just. That just makes it so much better. Just decay.
His body
you
just
get-
collapses
you get-
underneath the shield, yeah.
Yeah, you get temp HP. That's right.
I do get temp HP. 10 points of temp.
Oh no.
Yeah! And since I raged in the beginning, which technically I've kind of been forgetting to add those +2 damage, although they really haven't mattered. But yeah. That's all I can do for this turn.
Alright. The symbols were crashing as DM explained what happened. Wait, what? Oh!
It's very
Alright.
thematic.
One of the archers, having seen what happened, is going to do a check. He is going to immediately cast Dimension Door, and he is going to fuck off.
I'm out! I don't care if I'm deserting! Not with this guy!
As he just walks through and leaves. Tickdrick, you are up.
How far away are those archers?
20 feet from you.
Oh, that's very close. Okay. There's 2 archers, right? Or how many are there?
From what you're counting, for the ones carrying bows, you count 2.
Okay. And I can't flank on any of them, can I? Or can I?
No, not currently. Not with how the party is set up.
Okay. I will go ahead and dash up behind one of them,
Okay.
and I'll stab him.
All right.
And don't have a magic weapon, right? So it's just a normal dagger.
Yes.
Okay. Da-da. That is a 20 to hit.
That does not hit as the elf activates a spell.
These guys are annoying.
Welcome to war. People prepare for combat.
I'm fucking tired. Alright. I'm sweeping their legs.
All right. It's a called shot, but go ahead and roll for it.
That's the day Tick learned martial arts.
Okay. Yeah. That's a natural 20. Okay, hold on.
Roll to
Let me see if I can
confirm.
confirm. No. It's a
Okay.
28 to
Let's
hit.
say if you sweep his legs and they just rip off, that would have been.
All right. Yeah. No. I'll say yeah. As you slice into his legs, go ahead and roll your damage up.
This is really, really sad.
You can either double the dice or double the damage.
I'll double the damage. It's very sad. It's 16 damage.
All right. As you slice into his leg, he seems to take the damage. He kind of gets a slight limp, but he seems to stay standing as he readies an arrow in his hand. All right. What would you like to? Is there anything else you'd like to do, Tickdrick?
You know what? Let me go ahead and action surge.
Okay.
Can I try and take away their bow?
It would be a strength versus strength because he's holding on to it.
Oh,
So-
hold on, please. Does he have a quiver?
He does with 1 arrow in it.
Does it look magical?
Magical arrow.
You can't tell. It looks like an arrow. I mean, you're not an archer, so you wouldn't be. It doesn't look any different than a normal arrow.
I'll take it.
All right. Give me a sleight of hand check. He is gonna get a perception check. Oh, if you don't roll better than a 20, you will fail.
15.
All right. As you go to reach for it, he smacks your hand away. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Rude. Okay.
Rude. You're trying to say.
What a
So how
what a
you?
Alright, then I'll go ahead and back up.
Okay.
No, actually, I'll stay here.
It's an archer. I would kind of
Yeah,
stay.
so I'm
close.
staying here.
All right. As you
I'll put this archer in front of me, in front of the other archer, so...
there's only
cover
the
against
one
them.
archer. The other one's kind of. Oh no, there's 2.
So I used one of the archers as a shield.
Shield against
One
the other
left. Yeah, 1 left though. No, yeah, it is only 1 archer left because one of them ran off.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Fear me.
Yes, exactly. All right. So as you stand there, one of the knights that was standing around the noble turns to you, seeing what you that you just tried to stab at the archer, and as he can't get to Daka with 2 other knights in his way, he is immediately going to make an attack onto Tickdrick. Well, if I could roll well.
That doesn't hit. That
Alright.
also doesn't hit.
As both of the swings go wide, he is going to use his bonus action to... Where is it? Disengage and back up about 5 feet.
Okay.
Alright. That's the end of his turn. The noble's dead, very much so, as he continues to slowly wither away from the necrotic energies eating at him. Bastion, speaking of necrotic energy, you are up.
What's the closest one to me?
They are 20 feet from you, and your party currently with Doc on the right. Sieko has taken the front of them, and Tickdrick is on the left side of the column. And yeah, 20 feet from you.
Okay. Well, like I'm at the archers compared to the knights. What's closest?
They are all within 5 feet of each other, but the archers
Okay.
would be a total of 30 feet from you because they're at the back of the group.
I'm gonna go up to the knights. I
Okay.
think.
All right, you'll have
And
flanking because
then-
you'll be standing next to Sieko, Daka, or Sieko and Tigric. Either way, you'll have flanking.
Cool. Okay. So it should be a +6.
Mhm.
I was just making sure there wasn't any extra magic bonus. 24.
24 does hit as the knight doesn't seem to have a spell scroll on him.
Okay. That's only 6 slashing.
Okay. As you slash into him slightly, he doesn't seem to be phased very much by the slice of the dagger and seems fully ready to continue the fight.
Second attack, swinging an axe again.
Okay.
I rolled a 20.
That does not hit.
Good. Well, no, I rolled a total. It would be a 26, but
Oh,
I rolled
that
a nat
hits.
20.
Oh yeah, then go ahead and see if you can confirm.
I did not.
Okay. Roll double the dice or double the damage.
I will double the damage.
All right.
It is 18
Okay.
slashing.
All right. As you slam in, or as the first attack goes in, slashing at him, the high elf kind of just spits at you, as if calling you weak. As the spit kind of goes down your face, as you turn to slice into him once more. This time slashing into him proper on the side, puncturing through his armor. He's still standing, but you can definitely feel you hit tissue this time.
Coming back with bonus action, 2-weapon fighting.
All right.
That is a 25.
That does hit.
Okay. And that's a 6 slashing.
Alright, yeah, as you slash into him once more, he seems to kind of look a little bit more, and you see blood starting to leak from his mouth a bit, but he seems to assume a battle position, still carrying on with the fight.
You said he spit at me?
Yes.
I'm accent surging.
Alright. Let's see what you got.
So I'm going to swing the axe again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A 22.
22 does hit.
And another 7 slashing.
Alright. As you slash into him once more, getting a good meaty hit as it hits and impacts into the sides, you can feel that you're puncturing, but he seems to start laughing at you as blood kind of speckles out of his mouth.
And then I'm going to come in and try to slash him with my tail.
Okay.
$14.
Does not hit, as that seems to
Yeah.
slide off the armor, and he seems to just kind of smile at you.
And then I don't get a bonus action on that action, do I?
You've used your tail, and action surge.
I did an attack and then the tail, which would be 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Do I get a bonus action with the action surge?
No. Action surge
No,
only applies
okay.
to the action. Yep.
Then that is my turn.
Alright. At the end of your turn, as the high elf knight that you were slashing immediately kind of smiles at you with a big grin as you see the blood on his teeth, and you see him kind of grab the side of his armor and opens it up, and there is a giant magic circle drawn onto his chest. And as he coughs and laughs in Elvish, he screams out something. Do any of you know Elvish?
Nope.
Banzai!
I need all of you to make a dex saving throw.
Is it magic?
It is magical. It is divine magic.
Uh,
Oh boy.
does that still work against me?
Darn.
Because I know it's
That's
just
11.
spells.
I rolled a 9.
Dex saving
Look at Sieko go.
advantage.
Sieko succeeded, Tick failed.
19.
That's a fail.
I have a question. Does this work against the Dragon Mains thing?
You're gonna find out.
All right.
And then what'd you get, Bastion?
11.
11? Okay, so that's 3 fails. Alright. Give it 1 sec. As an explosion of force comes off of this high elf, slamming into each of them, it kills all the others as you see it, almost immediately. As the bodies of the elves are obliterated. However, as you see this, suddenly the force from the explosion hits you lot, throwing you guys all far around. Bastion, Tiktrick, and Daka, I need you all to give me a d20 roll with no bonuses.
13.
12.
15.
Okay, give me a sec. You are all sent to different realms.
Oh no, I'm here alone. Wait,
Sieko is alone.
I can do
Okay,
this.
that's strange.
Give it a second. Let me find my listing here. Alright. What did you say, Daka? What was yours?
15. That's curious.
As the spell goes off, you feel for a moment as you look on to the strange a world of mechanical machines kind of ticking and moving. For a second, your eyes see nothing but this, and then your cloak begins to glow, and you find yourself standing back with Sieko. Though confused slightly, do you give me a D100 roll, real quick, Daka?
Yeah! Another
Alright.
one!
Adventure of the two big guys. Let's go.
62.
62, alright, and one more.
70.
70. Oh no. What's this spell do?
Oh no?
Oh no, this is a 9th level spell.
Oh no!
I've never heard of this.
If I die, I swear.
Well, it doesn't do anything. So all magical effects and magic items within the radius of the spell, with this spell is over 100 feet, are all disjoined, which means they are unattuned.
Oh, so even my own, right?
Wait,
yeah.
the item though.
Everyone but you has this happen to them because it's all around you. So basically, what happened just a few seconds ago on the belt happens again, and so really doing nothing. But we'll keep going down the list. Bastion, what'd you roll?
A 13.
13. Let's see where you end. You find yourself in a very large library with a lot of very realistic statues all around. It's gorgeous marble flooring with a slight blue tint to it. All the shelves themselves made of stone that looks to be individually carved. There is miles of books, like for everywhere the eye can see, and in the middle of these these like long aisles of bookshelves, is just fountains with different statues, all in different poses and such. As you see this, and then Tiktrick, what did you get?
I got a 12.
Okay, so Bastion, you are in the realm of the Forgotten Pages. Tiktrick, you find yourself in paradise on the final
let's go.
floor, where all you see is is a bunch of clouds kind of flowing around you. You stand on this long stairway, and oops, give me a minute. There we go. As you look on in front of you, this long stairway seems to lead up to a temple where 2 golden statues with single eyes seem to guard it. They're both very large humanoids. One with a spear, and the other looks to have some sort of staff in their hand. It looks like from here, going all the way up, it'll take you maybe a day's walk to get up to the whatever that building is.
It's behind me.
As you turn around, it's nothing, just clouds. Clouds everywhere.
One way to go. And now if I were to use my full movement and action and bonus action, how long would it take?
Half a day.
Let's get to it.
Okay. Bastion, what are you gonna do while you're here?
How long am I stuck here?
You don't know. You just
I
find
don't know.
yourselves in. Yeah, you just find yourself here after you watch the elf basically explode themselves.
Well, I suppose since I'm here and it's a library, I'm looking for anything about necromancy I can find.
Immediately switches to let me find my magic. All right.
Hey.
And then Daka and Sieko, you, as both of you kind of look around, you notice that time seems to have stopped for a moment. There's no one moving as the two of you look about, and Daka's cloak is glowing a bright golden. Also, Sieko, the light on your forehead is gone.
Oh, that's nice at least.
Yeah.
I just gazed upon a world which I have no understanding of.
And now you froze the world. That's cool.
As you lot kind of look around, you do see the doorway where Daka was standing a moment ago is fully open and seems to keep switching between domains, if you will.
I'm not touching that.
That's fair.
Jacko, you want to go on a vacation? I think you can bring us somewhere.
Can you bring us somewhere cool?
Cool. Understood.
Oh no.
He starts straining.
As Daka begins to strain, Daka, give me an Arcana check.
You're good at those.
No
right?
problem. What do you mean I'm good at it? I was 17 though.
Sieko and Daka, you see as the doorway seems to stop for a moment. And in front of you, you see Bastion, just standing in the a hallway, or along corridor of books. As he kind of walks around a little bit, going from book to book, you get a glimpse of fountains in the distance, statues, and something very large moving in the shadows.
Oh, hey, knowledge is power. Let's go.
Knowledge is power.
As you two walk through Bastion, you just suddenly see, as out of nowhere, Daka and Sieko just walk through the force field, this random seeming almost space itself, as the world around them kind of cracks a little bit as they walk through.
Yay.
Hello,
So
Bastion.
enthused.
Where's the one that likes feet?
We don't
Damn it.
know.
I don't like feet.
What?
He vanished when you.
What?
Oh, you weren't here.
Oh, yeah, so Hunter, he goes to stab this giant monster in the feet, misses, and then takes a second wind right in front of his feet, so he takes this deep breath in. It's
I
really.
did not think about it, and then DM forced me to smell his feet, so...
I did not. I explained the situation and how it looked to everyone around you. But no, okay. So yeah, Tictric, as you find yourself now standing in these or on this pathway, this stairway, half a day passes as you kind of go running up there, and by the end of it, you're exhausted. Sweat, if you could sweat. The tiredness of just going up the stairs at that rapid of a rate, they just seem to never be ending. And as you come to the massive temple, you see the the 3 stone pillars holding up the roof. Some strange gold lettering in the angled roof that you can see that you don't recognize the language of. You now notice these 2 creatures seem to be look like giants that you're somewhat familiar with for what Asmod was it? Yeah, right.
Maznod.
Maznod, thank you. For what Maznod had told you about them when describing how they were very wealthy merchants, yet very powerful, and that some would be born with supposedly just one eye. The gold statues don't seem to move, and as you look up above into the temple, you see a simple gold statue of a dwarf just sitting there in a chair. with two braziers either side. He's scaled up to to almost 10 times the size of what you'd expect for a normal-sized dwarf statue, or a life-size dwarf statue. And in one hand seems to float a golden sword. In the other seems to float a simple book.
What does the dwarf? Does dwarf look like anyone I know, like Naznod, perhaps, or just
Give me
dwarf?
a history check. Well, are you look someone you know? Intelligence. Then
Intelligence?
yes, intelligence check.
It was the same roll anyway.
Fair.
6.
It's a dwarf. It's not Maznod. Mostly because you've never seen Maznod in a toga. But you're not familiar with whoever this is.
No, is there like a gate in the way, or like? Wait, is
Nope,
there
it
like
just
a
seems to be an
parkland?
open temple that you can walk right into. Other than the
look
two
around.
statues, one to either side.
Do they look like they see me, or are not just statues?
They don't seem to react to your presence.
I will say in giant hello.
No response.
Oh, all right.
Alright. As you
Guess I'll
walk,
walk in.
as you walk up the temple, suddenly the two braziers light for a moment. Braziers light for suddenly a bluish fire suddenly appearing, and the statue that's sitting there seems to kind of slightly awaken as you hear it start to move. But its hands don't move, neither do the two items.
Hello? I'll try again.
In giant,
Sure.
a few seconds go by and it goes. The statue begins to speak in Dwarvish and goes, "Who dares speak the cursed tongue?"
I don't know Dwarvish.
It just speaks in Dwarvish.
Oh.
Interesting, the guys
I do know it is Dwarvish though.
Yes, you can
I
tell
just
it's a
don't-
dwarf statue. Yeah. What were you saying, Siako? What's up?
funny the guy who's friends with a dwarf doesn't
Yeah,
speak
no,
dwarf.
Yeah.
do I know what Dwarvish is? I just don't know how to speak it.
You'd recognize
I-
the language. Yeah, that's
Oh, okay.
Dwarvish.
I will then switch to come and be like, oh, I don't know Dwarvish.
Ah, you speak the slave's tongue.
I could speak Sylvan too. I will speak in Sylvan for that.
As you do, he responds in Sylvan, and goes, "You have managed to get to the 7th level of paradise, which means your soul is in every way respected in any way you can imagine. You are clean, innocent, and what the world has sought for so long. Thus, you may choose the book or the sword."
What kind of sword is it?
It's just a golden longsword from what you can tell from this
A
distance.
long sword?
Mhm.
Okay. Long sword can be dex, right? It's not a finesse.
Longsword is
weapon,
strength. Longsword is strength.
though. No, it's not a finesse weapon.
Yeah, it is a strength weapon.
And the book, did it have like a title or anything, or
You just
what
see a
does it look
book
like?
floating. Just brown leather book.
I say in Sylvan, I choose the book.
The world shall end by knowledge.
Oh.
And then you
Oh.
find yourself suddenly teleported and standing in front of Bastion, Daka, and Sieko.
Books. Oh no.
Ironically, you see this now massive library as you all kind of are just kind of standing in this bookshelves almost 30-40 feet tall, books of all shapes and sizes, different languages, histories that have yet to be written, and some that have been lost to time. The library seems to go on and on, and it seems to be two-tiered, whereas you see you're on the second floor with the railing that you can see down to the first, where more fountains and statues are shown. You all can hear something moving in the distance that's very large, but it doesn't
see.
seem to be getting closer.
You said I saw the shadow. What direction it's in?
Yes, you did see it, and it would be east of where you guys are currently standing, on the
I
other
wanna go
side
back.
of the second floor.
I want to go that way.
You boys want some chili?
What?
This chili's pretty good.
Daka just pulls out some random bowl of food.
I was making some in the ship. But then I got pulled out in the middle of it, but I still had some with me. You guys want some?
Uh,
A little parched after that battles.
sure.
E8.
Where you guys always here, or what happened? Where I was in this big. Oh, that was a long walk. How long has it been?
Moments.
15 minutes, maybe.
What the heck?
For
I'm
you,
pretty
it's-
much completely ignoring them, trying to read as much as I can.
You're pulling books off the shelf. None of the languages are you recognizing, and they don't seem to have any sort of indicator of explanation of how you could, what language they are, or where you could find the root of information. The diagrams, though, you do realize you're not in the necromancy section as you're looking at. Most of these are ancient healing spells, and talk about how to bring people back to life.
Oh, maybe I can find some more information upon my people. Yes.
Guys, there's this big gold statue that told me the world will end by knowledge, and now I'm surrounded by books. I don't know what to think right now.
You're gonna trust the words of
As Tictric
giant
says this.
statues?
A high elven, blue-haired, pale-skinned, bright blue eyes with a very simple blue dress kind of comes walking around. She's about 5'7"-ish, 5'8"-ish. She comes walking with almost an utter grace that none of you have ever seen before. In some cases, literally, as some of you can't see currently with a blindfold on. But as she comes
Hello.
walking around, she looks at you a lot and goes, "You're not supposed to be here."
Hello.
Well, one of your compatriots decided to fight us. I don't really know why, and now we're here.
Compatriots.
I don't know where this is.
Just because they're elves, Bastion, doesn't mean they're friends.
Oh, she kind of like a bit of surprise for a moment and goes, "Oh, this isn't my true form. This is the form I take not to scare the mortals."
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Your dress looks very lucky.
You must be
Oh.
one of the primal orcs of the area. And she looks at Bastion and goes, "Yes. How may I help you?"
I got teleported here. Unfortunately, they followed me. I was just looking for necromancy information while I was here.
She kind of laughs at that and goes, She kind of giggles at you and goes, "If you're looking for necromancy, I recommend you'll want to go to the first floor, the 2074th section. Subsection D should have any necromancy spells from your time period that you'd be able to understand. Beyond that, if you're looking for the origin of necromancy, that's in our locked up books. The lady who controls this domain does not allow mortals in that amongst the locked books, unfortunately."
Primal orc. I've just always been an orc. What?
Primal
you-
orcs,
well-
yes, by definition, are larger. They take more after the red orc in their tendencies. However, they don't have to thrive by cannibalism similar to the high elves, as they don't have the same bloodlines. Your people naturally have an innate sense for magic items, as well as have a higher chance of being able to use the arcane items. However, you are weakened by divine, and most gods show disfavor towards you. She just kind of like looks at you with her eyebrows raised.
Well, I got a lady in my head who tells me what to do sometimes.
That would be Terra. She's also famously known as the Thief of History. She is one of the ones who would cause Durmar to go on a rampage and almost cause the Written Age not to happen. And single-handedly, she's probably the most irresponsible immortal we've ever had in existence. Well, wait. Well, it was 37 BS for you, so yes, at this point it'd be the most problematic in existence.
Hey, I never heard that name before. Or seen it, sorry.
Ah, yes. At this point in time, she looks at Tickdrick and goes, "You should have ran into them when you were in the Hellylands, right before you avoided the dragons, if the timelines are correct."
Yes.
So that would mean you would be currently having just dealt with the High Elves, which means your next situation, and she kind of goes to her hand and pulls up her dress sleeve for a minute, and you see a strange sundial-like wristwatch on her wrist, and then suddenly a image appears in front of you. And it shows you lot reappearing on the battlefield right after it had finished, standing there amongst the many corpses. And it kind of fades over to bounty pictures of each of you. You see the first one as Ticktrick the Foot Smeller at
No.
2 million gold pieces.
Oh, that's a big price.
Bastion, the necromantic soulless warforge, is listed as around 3 million gold pieces. Daka, the imaginative, is listed at 1,000 gold pieces. And Sieko is listed as wanted only alive, and he is being currently put up for almost 10 million platinum pieces. And then it cuts over immediately to you lot being enslaved by some sort of wizard with ram horns, deep underground.
How the hell
Sorry.
does green come from red? Or...
Go ahead, Bastion. What were you saying?
I said I'm offended.
Lady looks at you guys and goes, "Although alternatively, depending on how you deal with the Master of Here," and the image changes and you see each of you turn to a statue, and Daka wearing his cloak that's glowing gold, but he's still a statue.
I believe I'm a statue.
I wouldn't recommend believing. Your people were granted, before your god was killed off, a blessing that anything you imagine as true has a chance of coming true in a unique and interesting and mostly beneficial way.
Well, that's fun.
She goes, "Now, if I'm correct in this, you should have an important question for me that should change the path of where you go next, as well as redefine what the ending of this world will become."
Yeah, I came from somewhere that said that the world will end by knowledge.
That is not the question, but the answer to that question you may seek in the southern pole, in the last place that Shagnarok would have been found.
Okay.
She looks at each of you and waits.
Sieko's just staring at her, his fingers twitching, his eyes dilating.
I just got here. I don't know.
Would like to see the necromancy spell books and such.
Are you looking to learn? Or are you looking to take? What is your interest?
A little bit of everything.
Well, my master is not a big fan of fiends, let alone taking, but fiends are known for making deals, so I'm going to make you a contract. At the guarantee that you will not harm any book that you touch, and the guarantee you will not leave this domain with any of our books, I will let you explore everything but the closed-off areas. Should you go into the off-limit or the closed-off areas, you will be immediately killed. There will be no hesitation. Your remains will be wiped from existence, and all memory of you will be wiped.
Well, I don't really like dying, so I will take your deal.
She smiles and holds out her hand, and as you do you go to shake it?
Yeah.
As you do, you suddenly feel your hand kind of blister for a minute, and a strange design appears on your hand for a second of two long horns and a skull on it. And as soon as it does, out of almost this fiery, slight burning explosion appears a tiefling in a full butler's outfit, of suit, tie, and everything, and glasses, and he looks at you all and goes, "What the hell? Who are you making deals with when your soul is mine? Also, why is your soul not... Never mind, I don't care. I answered my own question. That stinking thief. I'll have my payback. But better question to you, good Bastion. Why in the living hell would you make a deal with these book readers?"
I'm just trying to learn some knowledge.
as this tiefling standing in front of you with his long blackened horns, glasses, bright red eyes, dark red skin, small little black goatee on his chin. And he looks at you and goes, No, you don't get to make deals with people that are either more powerful than me. You will take your soul and you will get your butt back to the mortal plane and not be in this domain any longer. First off, I can't have you turning into a statue and becoming this lady's lawn ornament, let alone her master's lawn ornament. And secondly, and he looks at Daka, you still owe me a soul.
I don't know you nothing. My soul belongs to the nice lady in my head.
He grabs Daka's ear and pulls him down to his face. Daka, give me a strength saving throw. See if you can resist.
That's a 17.
You for a second manage to hold your head there, and then you feel as it starts to pull harder, and you feel your head move. And the man looks you dead in the eyes and goes, you tell your god, I'm going to kill her.
I think she can hear you, maybe. She's in my head. She probably hears you.
You hear nothing in your head. Other than the music that continues to play in the background. And it is currently playing a very high-pitched, like someone's about to be murdered, tune.
Very tense.
Yeah,
While they're doing that, I'll ask the lady, do you know if there's any books on giant rune carving magic or tattoo magic that I could read?
She goes. She kind of thinks for a minute, and you see her eyes kind of go blank, and cloud over, and then she looks at you and goes, so that's the Tiktok we're dealing with. Okay, and she kind of looks about her sundial and goes, what you're seeking is actually in the center of the castle you're going to be going for. The castle you are in has a book that you're wanting to find. Make sure to find it, and when you open it, you won't be able to attune to it, and you're gonna think it's a simple book. But trust me, it's got more value than you think.
Okay.
I have a question.
She looks at you, and Tag kind of glares at you, Daka, as you start ignoring him.
The scholar who taught me the intellectuals, who guided me to my cloak, it's very nice, by the way, told me there was a matching item to it. I would like to know where it is. Do you know?
She looks at you and goes, you're not Daka the wizard, nor are you Daka the bard. I cannot give that information to you at this moment. You'll have to find that information on your own right.
Okay. Thank you, lady.
She nods. The tiefling's still glaring at Daka as he's ignoring
you're
her.
still here.
He just looks at, kind of lets you go and looks back at Bastion and goes, we're gonna have a nice long flippin' talk, but unfortunately, as Daka starts to glow a little bit bright, someone's mother's here, and I don't feel like dealing with her currently. And he kind of turns and disappears through a fireball, and you hear the last message in your head, Bastion, of, you better deal with this problem or I'm coming to deal with you. Okay. Daka suddenly
continue towards
disappears.
the books.
Okay. Alright, as you do, you all see as Daka glows for a minute, and he disappears as the lady starts to escort you down the hallways, Bastion.
Where'd Sieko go? Did I see where he went?
Sieko's following you guys. I assume.
Yeah, for now.
Just where, as he mentioned, where kind of looking at this woman with a bit of a strange look on his face.
He's twitching. He wants to fight. He knows he can't win.
That's fair. As you start walking, she looks at you lot and goes, don't worry about your friend Daka. He's meeting with his divine for a moment. It seems she deemed that Pit Fiend was a problem for him and didn't want him near him. To be fair, it's within the next year. Terra won't be strong enough to fight off that Pit Fiend if Daka doesn't do his job, so it's to be expected that she wants to get involved, as she won't have the backing that she has now soon.
I didn't know Terra became a god.
Yeah. She nods and goes, for important information you will need later. Also, two of her subordinates that served her in an organization called the Circus will be one of the reasons that this world could end in the near future. If you can manage to either capture them, get one of them on your side, or kill one of them, you'd gain a very powerful asset.
Do they have names?
I know the Leonin's named Exus, but the other one you are gonna have to do research on. They keep their information hidden even from the divine and the arcane.
Oh, okay.
Powerful rogues aren't the types to hide or want their opinions known. As she smiles at Ticktrick.
Oh.
And all right, as you start walking further and further in, she sits you down in an area and starts bringing out some books. Each of them seem to be carved in the flesh of different races, and she goes, "These are what we call our botanical necromancy magic. These will teach you how to take apart and reassemble based on necromantic spells for each of the individual races currently of known existence in your timeline." As she looks at Bastion, gives him a smile. If you enjoy torturing, I recommend there's a good section of knives down here. She points down for you. It specializes in knife magic on how to... one of my favorites is what we call knife flesh. It's an old necromancy spell that was created by a vampire from around the Written Age. He was the last vampire to ever manage to get into the Champions of Pyrrhus and impersonate a well-known scholar for many years. Funny enough, he got caught because some holy water accidentally hit his sleeve and it lit him on fire. It was a very fun tale. But the spell, basically, it creates daggers within the skin and forces them to puncture out. But they do it at a very slow rate, so you feel it. And the spell is concentration. It does take over about a minute. But it's a guaranteed kill if it succeeds. But there are the abilities to save from it every round if the person is a divine or an arcane caster of some sort. One of my favorites, though, mortals scream in the greatest of ways with that kind of a spell. That vampire was truly an artist. She goes, I've got books on lichdom, vampirism as well, if you're interested in that for necromancy, undead armies, undead metal armies, undead draconic armies. There's very specific ones, because, of course, as you probably understand... Actually, you wouldn't understand that necromancy is broken into different... Your timeline hasn't found out about the whole definition of magic proper. Stay away from that, the knife section, actually. She smiles and looks at you. But she starts bringing you up more and more books and just setting them down and says, you're welcome to sit here. You won't grow hungry. You will not grow tired. However, your brain will grow... it will gain exhaustion as days go by. Sleep is not required in this domain. Also, if my master does appear, do not look her in the eyes. She will automatically turn you to stone.
Oh, okay.
I
Keep
kind of
that in mind.
blindfold on.
Do you have books about like daggers, like how to use daggers better, or?
I've got the knifing arts of the first High Elf King. I've got the great torturing arts of Van Zorwin. Let's see. There's an especially good Yuan-Ti knife art that has to do with poison that you might find interesting. It's all based on the idea of small bits of damage that cause the poison to build up. There's a specific kinds of poison you can use to increase and continuous damage, rather than worrying about continuously puncturing them for a lot of damage. Good way to combine with some magical enchantments if you have a dwarvish friend, which I also recommend if you want arcane smithing done. There's a section on it, but none of you have the dwarvish backing or bloodline. It's a genetic thing that they have a natural tendency towards.
Well, can I see that Yuan-Ti poison?
She nods
knife?
and goes, yes, I will have that brought to you momentarily. And good Sieko, is there anything you have an interest in?
Divine magic.
Understood. She smiles and goes, I will be back momentarily. And if I'm correct, right about now, Daka should be coming through, and you see Daka just suddenly appears through the light. His eyes kind of glowing, he looks in shock, no idea what just happened, but he is now slightly, his skin looks to be a little bit tougher, and he seems to be a little bit more glowy. Daka, from your perspective, You don't remember anything of what happened.
I don't remember.
You just disappeared, you saw a lady with cat ears, and then you find yourself back here.
Oh.
He doesn't look like he got smacked this time now.
Oh,
It's good.
yeah.
Bastion, go ahead and give me an Arcana check to see how much of the necromancy spells you'll get. And does anybody else start reading on the books while they're kind of sitting here?
I want
That's
to
a
read
10.
books, because knowledge is power.
Okay, 10. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Can
read-
you PM me that it's a 10 in reference to the necromancy books so that way I can keep note for next session? Because I'll put what spells you gain from that. And sorry, what was that, Tick Trick?
I will also read the book that she supplied.
You can give me an Arcana check. Daka, as you start reading it, it makes no sense to you.
There's a lot of words I don't understand.
There's a lot of pictures on dissected bodies, though, of different races.
Well, I can do that.
From the
I
pictures, you
got-
get a good idea.
A 5.
A 5? Yeah, Tick Trick, necromancy spells aren't for
Oh, I
you.
wasn't reading that book. I was
Oh.
reading the knife book. Remember?
Oh,
That she
okay.
just said, the UNT knife book.
As she brings the knife book in, it makes some. You get a couple of ideas for some poisons, but most of it being in a strange language that you're not recognizing, which isn't available to any of you. And for a fact, I know that because I don't think the old Yuan-Ti language is available in D&D 5e. But as you read through it, not much of it picks up. There's a couple words you catch that are similar to your own language. But most of them seem to depict a very similar to the text you remember Maznod talking about, which were the long lost Yuan-Ti clan of Tarask half-breeds. They were a specific Yuan-Ti group who hunted in the Underdark Loxodon, and yeah.
I just pull out the Tarrasque UNT fang that I have on my person and just look at it.
The lady comes, as she's standing there, she brings a divine book and hands it to Sieko and goes, "You can keep this one, as by the way. It'll come in handy for you later."
Okay, thank you.
She
Like,
smiles. Yes, she looks at Daka. "How may I help you, Daka?"
as you know, knowledge is power. And
True.
Daka wants to be more power.
Mhm.
You got any books to make Daka more knowledgeable?
I have something better if you're interested. It's
Okay.
it could harm you, but it will if it succeeds, you're going to learn the information you most need to know.
Well, that seems alright. I haven't been hurt too much yet.
She smiles and she goes, "All right, now I want you to just hold your head there." As she gently puts one hand on the side of your head and gently puts the other hand on the other side of your head.
Okay.
Now, I don't know my own strength, so I hope you mortals are still strong enough to deal with this. If you die, I apologize. Your god will deal. It will help you though. And then, as this last warning goes, Daka, you just suddenly feel the worst headache you've ever felt, as your brain feels like it's being stabbed. You all watch Daka's eyes start to flare out with bright blue lights. His body starts to kind of convulse slightly. He goes completely limp in the woman's hands and just drops. Daka, give me a con save to see if you actually go unconscious fully.
25.
God, fucking you con monster. God damn it, you guys. As you drop to the ground, your head is pounding. You really wish you could pass out, but you manage to stay conscious. And she looks down at you and goes, "Huh, I had a 90% chance of killing you. I'm impressed."
Raise the best.
Daka, you can now keep concentration while raging.
Cool.
Nice.
And you get in full control over your rage now, so you can make cognitive decisions while you're raging.
He's a monster.
And she looks at each of you and goes, "Now, I'm going to do one last thing for each of you. I recommend enjoying the books while you're here. I will be sending you back within 24 hours. I hope you understand, as my master is being patient enough to let you come through, mostly because she's curious. It's been long since Tim the Enchanter came through here, and to have one of his pets come through is truly an honor of respect. And you've sparked my curiosity as a group. So, for the next 24 hours, I will give you free reign over the library, minus, of course, as I mentioned, the closed-off sections. Please stay out of those areas. But, anything else you'd like to know, please just feel free to ask. If you speak your request out loud, either I or one of the many guardians that traverse these aisles will come and assist you. Do not worry about the books. Do not put them back in order. Just leave them at the table. We will take care of it when you are done. And please, as I mentioned, do not damage any of the books. Otherwise, we will kill your entire party without mercy.
Okay, nice lady.
Seems very reasonable, don't you think, fellas?
Yeah,
She smiles
it's a cool
and
book.
turns and starts to walk away and leaves you a lot to discuss and talk amongst yourselves.
Is that, so? Jacob, what's that book about over there?
Sieko, do you open the book?
Is he muted?
He might have left to go to the bathroom. I don't know.
May have.
I've been ghosted by Sieko. It's a sad day.
Caught him
He's
with
like-
his pants down, you could say.
No, man, caught him with his feet up.
Maybe he's getting flanked.
Yeah. Oh God,
His
Cook's
belt-
not gonna
his
know
belt
the
was getting
reference.
flanked.
Cook will tell you later.
Yeah, you missed.
You missed the whole
fun
belt, them
interaction.
attacking the giant mammoth's belt buckle and
I just thought
flanking
it was
it. But yeah, so as Sieko starts to kind of read and open the book and go through everything, you kind of notice he seems to have a full list of divine spells that catch his attention, and he is going through these and really slowly reading everything he can. A lot of it's not in a language that he understands, as I don't think Sieko speaks Celestial. I will confirm with him after when he gets back. But for the rest of you, as you begin to sit and read through the books,
I
yes.
would like to speak out loud the Elf High King Dagger Art book.
you see suddenly comes running from one of the shadows this little fox-looking creature with blue fur. Comes kind of running up, grabs the dagger book from your hands in its mouth, and goes running off for a second. A few minutes later, you all feel a powerful arcane presence for a moment, and then out comes a little fox coming and running up with its with the book, and sets it down on the table and runs back off. Sieko, as you're reading through that book, most of it being in Celestial, if you don't speak or read Celestial,
I
but
do.
you do start going through. These are extremely old and very powerful divine spells, none of which you realize you can use because they're all based on someone who is considered a true divine. Is the phrase that's repeated over and over again. However, you do learn about the old oath of the Oathless and a story that catches your attention. I can tell you about it in a PM if you'd like, or I can do it on now in case it's something you want to keep to yourself.
I mean, PM later.
Okay. But yeah, as you lot begin to sit down and read through everything, 24 hours will go by. You will all each get to pick 1 to 3 books that you want on topics you want to read for, and you'll get to roll for them. 2 for Tigdrick and Sieko, and Bastion will have 1. Daka will have 3 available to roll for. And then you will find yourselves back in the main domain. You can put those in the PMs if you don't feel like telling other people, so that way they don't know what knowledge you know, or if you're completely cool with it and don't mind your party knowing it, you can put it in the general chat. But that is where we're going to end session today, because we were supposed to start about an hour early, and unfortunately we were not able to, and I did promise at the very least we would be going for a bit longer. So, instead, next Monday's session, we'll just go in maybe an extra hour. We'll see. Because I will make up the extra hour for myself. But thank you all for those who have watched today's session, those who showed up. Daka, do you have any journal entries you want to read out loud?
Yeah, not too much this time around, because I came in, of course, a little bit later, but here we go. Got tossed out of a ship and landed in a battle crater. That was fun. The elves are charging at me. I will do what I must. And have fun while doing it. Elven magics and troops are weak. I gazed upon a world that held many confusing things. But I was yoinked back by my power of will. Book lady in blue dress is very nice. And that is it for Daka's books.
Alright. I'm just making a note real quick of something. Alright. Alright, as you lot, begin to settle in to read and get your long rest, we thank you all for watching. We hope we see you guys next time, and take care. Alright. And there's the end of stream.